Alright, let's go ahead and chat for a little bit, shall we? Hi everybody, I hope you all are doing well. It is so good to see you all today. Let's see, let's go ahead and add a goal for today. I doubt it would actually be done. Let's do this, let's do for the 3 hours. I have to do damage rate for the whole time the super chat is active. Let's do that. That'll be great. Hi, Just Zelphin. It's good to see ya. Hi, Waffle. Hi, Pleasant Lemon. It is good to see you all. I hope you all are doing well. What did you guys do for, like, this week? You guys got any plans? Hi, I love cold strawberries. It is so good to see you all. I hope you guys are all doing so well. I'm doing great. I'm very curious why my recent Limbus Company stuff hasn't been doing as well as my previous shorts. So maybe I need to starve y'all Limbus fans again. So that way you guys actually like the content. I'll go back to like Repo or Helldiver shorts or something. I'm not sure. But yeah, that's currently what I'm doing with, besides my normal college and writing a book and all of that. So, but I hope you guys are doing well. You haven't been here since the Canto 9 Part 3, but I'm gonna be here more. That's so glad. I'm so happy to hear that, Just Zelphin. Really appreciate you being here. I don't think Limbus is open quite yet. I'm gonna go see if I can... I doubt I can launch it, but I think I might be able to. Let's see. Also, like, my streams get copyrighted the moment that In Hell We Live Lament plays, which is, like, super duper annoying. 12 KST. Isn't it to 11 PM EST? 12... It is 12 to, KST. What time is it in Korea right now? No! Oh no! Wait, I have to wait a whole nother hour because of the daylight savings. I totally forgot that everything for us was pushed back an hour. Dang it. Okay. That's... That sucks. Okay. It's open in an hour? Okay, well, man, I do this every time, guys. Well, what do you guys want to, what do you guys want to do for a whole hour, until we can play it? Do you want to, just chat? Do you want to play, a game? Let's see, what kind of games do I have available? I could do something. I'm not sure. Dang, I totally forgot. If I had realized that, like, that I had an extra hour, I would have, like, finished watching Lord of the Rings with one of my friends. Dang it. Okay. Well... Hi, maybe Ricardo. It's good to see you. I hope you are well. How are you doing? Okay, so Limbus isn't open for another hour. So I have an idea. It's a silly idea, but I have an idea. Some of you might recognize this. We're just gonna be playing some, like, filler games. The ads just jump scared me. I'm sorry, Just Zelphin. It's a way for me to make money, so I apologize for the ads. Cheese rolling. Okay. I cannot promise... Oh, wow. I don't want that in front of everything. Okay. Wait, is it not 3 minutes for you? It's not, because of daylight savings time. And it's not open until, 12. And it's not open until 12. Yeah, of course you don't mind. It was really loud. That's totally fair. Okay, Cheese rolling! Yes! Yes! Some of you remember this game from way back when. We'll do this until, I guess until we're available? So, let's compete against NPCs. This game is so stupid. I love it. I know this isn't like Limbus Company exactly. Ugh! Come back here! Dang. The NPCs are actually quite good. Now, why is this game? Good question. It's such a silly little game. Ugh! Let's go. Let's fracking go. What is this game? It's called Cheese Rolling. It's based off I think it's an Irish or Scottish sport that actually takes place in real life, where you tumble down a hill and oh, I missed. Rip. And you have to catch the rolling cheese. The moon! And this one just kind of takes it to extreme, because the humans flop around down the hill to try and catch the cheese. Ugh, grab it! Thank you. Silly game. It is such a silly game. It's so goofy. I don't understand why, but it makes me smile every time. We'll play an assortment of games until Limbus opens. How about that? Oh, grab it! Dang it, I missed. Oh well. You must fly like I have. Maybe if the pumpkin doesn't crush us first. Get out of the way! Oh! No! Dang it. Alaric is too good, bro! Or Alric is too good, man. Okay. Okay, go up. Up. Dang. Alice, chill out, man. I guess you only got one, so good for you, I guess. I think playing against, like, actual people is more fun, but I'm not sure if I can guarantee friendly language. If you guys are okay with me playing with randoms, let me know. Oh, this one's fun. I probably won't get it, but I just want to show you guys this particular map. Ah, I set on fire! I love it. It's so goofy. Let me know if you guys want me to play with randos online. You have a toe infection and it hurts so bad. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. That sucks, man. Closest to Alice, chillax! Dude, Oswin and Randolph are like dragging behind right now. They're so terrible. Oh! Go up, go up, go up, go up, go up, go up. Grab it! Let's go! Let's freaking go! They got the cheese! Oh, wait, wrong button. Alice on the comeback, yeah, for real. Oh, they're going. Oh, they're going. Oh, grab it! I'm cooked. I'm not getting it. Maybe? Let's go! Let's freaking go! That's what I call being the GOAT! Are you rushing or dragging? Good question. Good question. I have no idea. I kind of run forward and then I jump to tumble because it's faster. Although I'm not sure how the NPCs get down so quickly. Go. Grab it! Let's go! Let's freaking go! Can't catch these hands! Can't catch these hands! Chose wisely or chair? I don't know if I understand what you're saying, Ricardo. Go! Dang! Alice is actually getting good at this. Go, 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 go. Ugh! 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 Nope! Oh, wait, go down. It's over there. It's over there. Go grab it. Grab it! No, don't fall! There we go. There we go. We're fine, we're fine, we're fine, we're fine. We're doing great. We're doing great, guys. You can actually hold on to other people too, to help you give a boost. Ugh! Grab it! No! You idiot NPC! You were right there. All you had to do was bend your knees. Dive for it. This is your life. This is what you were made to do. Is to grab the cheese. and make mac and cheese with the moldy cheese. It's not that hard of a canto. Get off me! Filthy casual. It's from a movie, but I forgot the name. Ah. Oh, wow. I am, like, falling behind. I'm cooked, bro. There's no way I'm getting this round. Maybe. Nope. Nope. Yeah. Oswin finally got one! Good job, Oswin! Hoping that I could get at least a crown against the offlineies. NPCs. Grab it, grab it, grab it, grab it! No! Dang it. Alric! Slow down, bro! Hello, how are you doing? I discovered you off your Limbus video. Oh, I'm so glad! It's good to see you, young Guada Gaming. Oh, I'm cooked. I'm sure you saw my comment at the time. Oh, I'm sure I did. I read through all of the comments on there. Although I couldn't reply to every single one, I definitely did read through all of them, so... Wow, Alice! I actually remember you liking it. I probably did! Thank you. Thank you for commenting. I'm glad you enjoyed the video. Yeah, we're kind of waiting for Limbus Company to open. So, we're just kind of... Grab it! No! That sucks, bro. So we're kind of just doing this until, and then some other, ow, I got crushed by the pumpkin. I think they got a speed boost, bro. Oh, I'm cooked. Oh, I'm cooked. Oh, I'm cooked. Oh! Alright. I found you from the video where Lee Hang destroyed you. Yeah, bro really cooked me, didn't he? It was so bad. I had to make a video of it because I couldn't fit it into a short, and I'm like, you know what? Let's just make it into a video. It might not do so bad. Grab it! Let's go! Let's go! You all suck. One crown. I just need one more. Found it interesting that you're one of the few people that would video that criticize Canto 7. I am one of the video that criticize Canto 7, but not for the reason that you might think. That's a YouTube title in of itself. I don't like it I'm cooked. Oh, I'm cooked, bro. I've been pressing caps instead of shift. No wonder why I'm going slower than the others. Well, maybe that might work out in my favor. Nope, never mind. Stupid Randolph! Get off my prize! And what it was going for? I thought it was a good canto. Wow, Alice, chillax, man. It's not that deep. I thought it was a good canto in terms of, like, by itself, but I have the book to compare it to as an English major, and that's what made me really disappointed, because they left so many cool things out from the book. Stop grabbing onto my foot, you filthy casual! Let go of me! Maybe they're all ganging up against me because I have 9, and they have a 5. I'm cooked, bro. I'm cooked. There's no way I'm grabbing this one. Are you kidding me? Alice! Chillax, bro! Chillax! Just let me get one more. Let me get one more, man. It's really not that deep, guys. I just want to go home. Sorry, guys. I'm like, yes! Let's go! That's what I'm talking about! Now I have the crown! Oh, all you filthy peasants. Bow down to your queen. I freaking love this game. It's so stupid. Oh, no! Okay, let me catch up on chat real quick. I get so worked up. Yeah, so basically with Canto 7, I liked it by itself, but because I have the book to compare it to, it made me really disappointed. Don Quixote didn't attack a windmill! That was my favorite part of the book. And he didn't attack a windmill, and I was like, what the heck? That's like the most funny part of the book, is that just this some guy who's pretending to be a knight just straight up attacks a windmill because he thinks it's a giant. And they didn't include any hint of that in Canto 7. Of course I have all of my other reasons why I don't like Canto 7, but like, I would have forgiven all of my criticisms had they just put a windmill scene in there. Maybe they'll do like a random flashback to Dawn's like memory in an intervallo. That, I would forgive that for. Okay. I guess you better not take too long or the pumpkin might get you. It did get me. I'm really familiar with the source. I don't really read anything but manga, to be honest. You can understand if you can compare it to with a book. It becomes worse. Not really familiar, I mean. I don't read books in general. That makes sense. A lot of people don't really read outside of school anymore, which really sucks because there's a lot of good stories out there. I want to read all the Limbus books, but I can't get them. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, classics are sometimes really hard to obtain because they're always in demand, and so the prices always like skyrocket. So, all right. But yeah, no, that's my criticism for Canto 7 is, well, among many. I hope to make a video about it eventually, but currently I'm working on me analyzing every single canto from an English teacher perspective. That the unedited audio for that is like 2 hours long. It's crazy. It's so long because my thoughts on it are just insane. So that video, I don't know when that will be coming out. That will be coming out sometime when I can find time to work on it. Anyway, let's living cheese is fun. Let's play with some randos.
Huh?
I hope they're not annoying with like sound effects. Last time I played, we got some really annoying sound effects. Nope. Oh, okay. The lag. I'm getting some lag. One of your favorite manga series is One Piece. Hey, let go of me, filthy casual. Okay, I can't guarantee that they're all gonna be family friendly, so... one of them's gonna be really annoying with sound effects. Might leave this lobby. Seems a little too much. Yeah, chillax. You don't need constant sound effects.
Hey, get this kid out of the game, bro. Get that kid out of the game, bro.
Okay, I'm leaving. I don't want to play with people. Well, most likely, these kinds of people are, like, gonna be... Let's try. Oh, that's crazy, but do you know what's crazier? I watched a critical analysis of Stranger Things final season, and it was 5 hours and 23 minutes and 58 seconds long. The fact that you know, like, the exact thing is crazy. So 2 hours is nothing to me. That's fair, and I really hope that if I put in, like, the effort for it, people would actually, like, watch the whole thing. I can't. I don't know how to control this character. Oh, wow, this cheese is good. So I really hope that people watch the whole thing. When I do post it. Probably won't be 2 hours long when I edit it. But I do know that, like... oh, what am I talking about? I don't know. I'm trying to catch this cheese, and it's not working. This cheese is good! You got a bunch of fumbling humans trying to catch it. It's, Ugh! This cheese is good! If we only had, like, limbs. Ugh! It's good! The cheese is good, man! It's really good at... Okay. This has gotta be the best cheese in the world. Yeah, for real! This living cheese, someone plays as the cheese, and so, like, whoever's actually doing the cheese is actually doing really, really well. Good job, consumer! Great job.
Consumer. It's always...
That's crazy. Ugh! Oh, there he goes. There you go, good job, good job.
The swarm.
Looks like I'm playing with a bunch of nerds. I didn't hate the ending for what a Stranger Things was, but you will say the creator that made me that video, Friendly Space Ninja, was one of your favorites, and I ripped that whole season to shreds. Yeah, I feel like everything that they produce nowadays is, like, not great, with a few exceptions. I'm cooked, bro. I'm never getting this cheese. With his analysis on it, like, bro does his research, I can't argue with him. Yeah, when people actually do their due diligence for it, it's great. I know with the Future Dawn video that I want to post, I'm like, oh, hey, why Canto 7 is bad, in my opinion. I have to do research on the La Mancha play, because that's where they got the vampires from, allegedly, from all the comments that destroyed me. In my video. But
you,
yeah, so
dude.
I have to do my research on that so that way I'm not just making like random claims and then the comments are like, actually.
No one's coming up. Wait. No. Just.
Get owned.
Okay, sorry about that. He went over everything, the writing, every single thing. He left no stone untouched. As you should! If you're criticizing an entire season, you should be going over literally every single thing. His comment section made really funny jokes saying he put more effort into the video than the brothers did for the final season of Stranger Things. That's crazy! What a claim! And yeah, I can't argue with that. Yeah, so I do hope to do my research, like, when I do eventually make a video on, like, why I think Canto 7 is bad. I have to do my research on the La Mancha play, because this living cheese thing is hard, man. I don't play this for, like... Ugh! Nice, great catch. GG. Ow. Not a really talkative bunch. Which, I mean, is fine for randos, I guess. It's better than sound effects. Get him! Good job, good job. Ow. The only reason they added reason was a video came out, Netflix said it twice. Yeah, that's crazy. But no, I'm glad that you guys found me from my long form videos. It's good to hear that, like, oh hey, let's go! I get to be the cheese! I get to be the cheese this time. Go, go, go! Go! Don't let him catch you! Don't let him catch you! Go, go! Move it! Dang it. I'm cooked, bro.
At least.
Ugh. Get up, get up, get up, get up, get up, get up! Grab him! It was short-lived. It truly was short-lived. Oh wait, isn't this the guy who's like really good at beating cheese? He took a while to put it out as a result. Oh, I could have grabbed him. I was reading chat. Okay. We might play this a couple more times, and then I might go do something else, because I'm bored. Okay. Ugh, come on. Let's try to... Okay, nope. You're cooked. You're cooked. My person is cooked. Alright, cool. Okay. Let me focus fully on chat here, make sure I caught up on everything. Yeah. So, yeah, it's good that people do their research for their videos. Well, most of the time. Sometimes people don't, and then the internet's like clowns on them. You grew up with the show. That's like, I've actually never seen Stranger Things ever in my entire life. Can you believe that? Can you believe that? I'm so uncultured in that department that like, yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. It really is. Let's see if I can download Pico Park. I know we played that last time we were talking about Limbus Company. That seemed to do well. Can't do Geometry Dash because it gets copyrighted. But even though those are kind of quick rounds or whatnot. Where is Pico? Pico Park. Download. Yes. It shouldn't take too long. Oh, look at that. It's ready to play. Yippee. Okay. I have to add a new thing. Pico Park. Okay. And watch to the top of my family. Yeah, I've never seen Stranger Things. So I have no idea, like, the plot or, like, anything. Boop. There we go. Enter key. Local play mode's fine. 2 players. Let's do 8. Why not? Have some randos. Oh, wait. Do I have to wait for 8 people? I don't want to wait for 8 people. Yes. I just want online play, sure. Let's just do public. It's fine. Update. There's not a lobby list. Wait, okay, back. I don't know how this works. I only play with friends. I watched it all when season 4 came out because your parents don't allow it. So I just watched all of it. That's a pretty classic move. That I hear most teenagers do. I'm assuming many things. My color blue, max players, 8 would be funny. Sure. Game mode, world. Let's do endless. Okay. I have to ask you a question. So, what's up, Ricardo? What's up, Ricardo? Do I have to wait for somebody? Enter key. Return. Oh, wait. Okay. Do I have to wait for, like, somebody else? Can I just play by myself? I can't. Dang it. Okay, I guess I have to wait. I will wait, I guess. Alright. If you had 2 bad characters and you liked one of them and you despise the other, which one is better story-wise? It really depends. It really depends on, like, what you mean by bad. Because there could be a moment where, like, there might be a bad character story-wise. I've never seen Game of Thrones, but I have seen clips enough. It's like Joffrey from Game of Thrones. Terrible character. Oh, like evil characters, yeah. Like Joffrey, a terrible character, like really, really horrible, a person. But you know, the watchers and the readers get such a reaction from him and they cheer when he suffers because he's written so well as a bad character that you can make the readers hate a character, which is really hard to do because, you know, there's a lot of people that just, like, you know, if the villain is even mildly hot, they simp for the guy. So to make a character like so downright like bad that like everyone hates him and everyone's happy when he suffers or dies, that's a good character. And that's like, that I would probably like almost like more character wise because they're written so well to the point where you want the readers to hate them. Versus like, if the other one I despise, usually like, yeah, I do despise the bad characters that are written well, but I despise even more the characters that are not written well. I don't think anybody's coming, guys. We're just gonna, yeah, we might do a private thing. Okay. Okay. Oh, wait. No. Wrong thing. Oh, wait, hey! Hi! I'm not supposed- hold on, I'm not supposed to be in this lobby. Okay, I just want to do offline. Let me double check on chat. It's kinda like Marvel, it's been downhill for years and I've been a fan since I was a child, so you keep watching to hopefully relive the golden age. The golden age is not coming, bro. I'm sorry to break it to you. It's never happening. I just do I have to play online? I just want to play by myself. Can I not play by myself? I don't think I can play by myself, guys. I could control 2. Enter. Okay. Alright, Pico. I guess I can't play without a friend, and I don't have any friends available right now, so. Wow, that was pointless. I messed around for a bit. Zel, you beat Canto 9, right? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I have beaten Canto 9. So, spoilers are fine. Unless anybody else in the chat hasn't beaten it, then it's like, well, 1, go rewatch my streams of it. But 2, let's try to be respectful. Let me double check again. If there's always a series of franchises in media you keep watching despite them getting worse, at least for me there is. I don't think I have that, but I'm also not a big watcher, so whether it's because of nostalgia, you still love the characters and can't let go. Maybe. No, like, even my most beloved series, Lord of the Rings or How to Train Your Dragon, like, I don't watch the new stuff that they release of it, because I don't care. Limbus might just update before someone joins. Yeah, for real. That is true. I was talking to my dad about this, and I've been watching Invincible, The Boy, and you recently finished Breaking Bad in terms of villains. You love the ones that are super unpredictable. Yes, that means they're like written really well when they can throw a plot twist. But like a plot twist have to have like this like, you don't want the readers to expect it, but also if they go back through the series, they can suddenly see signs of like that plot twist being true. That's when it's a good plot twist. Because if you just have like suddenly it's this person but you have no build up to it, then like what's the point? Who did you like more, Valentina or Matthias? Whoo, that's a good question. I don't know. That is a really good question. I'm trying to think. Hi, Shadow Milk. Welcome. It's good to see you. I think I like Valentina more. Because even though Matthias was like, well, on a technicality, a little bit more better to Kira until the end, and was kind of like a dad that like, you know, just bought everything but didn't really listen to Ryoshu. Like, you know, you're technically supposed to like him more. I don't. Because I feel like it's just like, at least Valentina had, even though that she was much more crueler to Ryoshu, she had like passion behind her beliefs, and it wasn't just kind of like a Kiva, that's crazy, Kirby Star, that's crazy, that's insane. At least Valentina like had like passion and like had drive, and versus Matthias was just kind of like a whatever kind of guy and didn't really care that much, and I think that makes me like Valentina a little bit more. And also Valentina did more like felt more like an antagonist because of like what she had done and to like Gregor and to Lucio, but Matthias was just kind of like whatever. I didn't really understand his motivations to like fight us. Hi Void, welcome, it's good to see ya. So that's something to keep in mind, I guess. I do like Valentina more because I felt like she just like cared more, even though it was in a really corrupt way. Yeah, I really liked Valentina a lot more than Matthias, I think. Especially in the shows. Hello. Homelander, the Joker, and the recent villain you saw in Invisible, Throg, and Gus Fring from Breaking Bad, and of course Thanos is like top villains. Thanos was a very good villain because it was actually one that's like, you know what? That makes sense. I can understand that. And then he actually won at the end of Infinity War, which is like, you know, a lot of me is afraid to do. So that was really nice. A new flow of a change, which made me really like the show. Valentina's cooler, I agree with you. Darth Vader is also, of course, a good villain. Darth Vader is like the pinnacle, the example of what a villain should be. Like, he is like the standard. Probably up there with like Sauron, actually. Two types of villains. Those are the standards for villains, and I think they did like a really good job with villains. And nowadays we just kind of get like, oh, we get the villains that are like, oh yeah, I did all these bad things, but you know, can we forgive me? Can we be friends? At the end of the movie, and then they do, and it's just like, are you kidding me? No! Hold on, sorry guys, I pressed the wrong button. So like, we don't really get a lot of good villains anymore. We're just like, meh, I guess. I mean, how can you have a good villain to a Mary Sue who does everything for you? Like, I just released a short on that. If you haven't watched that, please go watch that. I've released a lot of Limbus shorts, so you guys might like that. Alright, let me catch up on chat. You guys are making fun of Kira being split in two. That's crazy. Don't worry, she's glued back together and this is an announcer now. That's true. It's true. If they healed Kira, did her body retach or did she just Kira Ra now? I think, because if I remember correctly, she was split in two halfway. So like she lost her legs, kind of like Darth Maul did in Star Wars. So like if they just like reattach that, then she's good. Versus like being split in half vertically like Han Lu was in Canto 8, that's a different story. So that would be my guess. It's good to see you, Void. I hope you are well. How are you doing? I like Valentina more because Matthias was... yeah, he was pretty mean to Ryoshu. Well, I mean, like, so was Valentina, but in different ways, right? Like, Valentina, like, physically abused Ryoshu, versus Matthias was just, like, he really only cared about himself, and didn't, like, actually listen to what she wanted. So, when he enters a room, everyone might die, you never know. Darth Vader, yes, that is correct. Darth Vader was a really good villain. Matthias was a disgrace to me. Bro single-handedly brought down the reputation of the middle and raised the thumb's reputation up by, like, 200%. Like, no wonder why he's been kicked out of the middle. Like, Ricardo is so cool, guys. Like, I love Ricardo. He's so great. Like, I thought the middle was super fun. And then I met Matthias, and I'm like, so now I'm wondering, okay, is the middle more like Ricardo, or is the middle more like Matthias? Because if it's more like Matthias, I want nothing to do with it. But if it's more like Ricardo, then Matthias is just a disgrace, and that's why they kicked him out. I feel like Val was trying to shape Ryoshu into someone strong. Yeah, just in a really terrible and horrible way to do so. But, you know, no other villain has made me feel that way. I think redeemable villains can work, but the way that most writers do it are very bad at writing. I agree with you, Water Gaming. I 100% agree with you. I think that is, like, the main flaws. Like, it can be done well, but most don't. 30 minutes? Yes! 30 minutes until we can play! Yippee! I'm so excited. Kit Kat got stitched back together, trust. What's that? What is the Kit Kat's, theme song? I haven't seen an ad for them in ages. It's like, take a bite or snap it or somehow? I don't know. That would be really funny with Kira over it. Someone should make that. I generally want more irredeemable villains. I do like the idea of redeemable or anti-heroes. Yeah, I do agree with you. In my book, actually, that I wrote, The Fergan, that's available on Barnes & Noble, it has an irredeemable villain. A guy who I've actually successfully made people hate with a burning passion. So, if you guys like fantasy stories, kind of like Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit, I recommend go reading my book. It's really good. It has an irredeemable villain. And if you don't hate him by the end of the book, then I failed at my job. I may be biased because that Shuz stole all the middle's aura and then tanked it, but then Valentina is just better in my opinion. That's totally fair. I understand that. By the way, if you're new here, feel free to subscribe if you haven't already. I hope to see you guys around again, and stay with us. The Kit Kat Club is crazy! Matthias, kindly, great split vertical. Yeah, for real. I agree with you on that one. What happened to, Shimoi Yoru, anyway? I'm not sure. I actually don't recognize that name, to be honest, so I might be forgetting something. Ricardo, how are we going to address this fraud? Yeah, how are we going to address this fraud, Ricardo? But to follow up on my message, I feel like it's overdone. It's refreshing to see irredeemable villains. Yep, I have many books that actually do that. A whole trilogy of them, so please go buy my books. I'm sure if you love irredeemable villains, you will love it. But I love how not every character forgives him. Yeah, like his ex-wife doesn't forgive him still. And you're talking about... are you still talking about Darth Vader, Water Gaming? And she shouldn't. Ex-wife? Like Padme? She can't forgive him because she's dead. He thought he had it and then got forcefully added to the Kit Kat Club. That's hilarious. Did we ever get a backstory on the Nurse Fathers? Not really, I don't think. Just Ryoshu's background. We barely even got a background on Ryoshu, let alone the Nurse Fathers. I think most of their history was in, like, their fighting description, so that was too lazy and too tired to read over. So, there's that. Yeah, and their passives. Yeah, that's what I thought. Like, in their passives, we get a little bit more lore on them. And the Donut Club, both at once. This is just a sweet club at this point. A sweet club where everyone is, like, broken and damaged. Both at once. Impressive, really. I thought Ryoshu killed her. Yes, I think so. Shimoi Yoru is the Hui star from Ryoshu's memories, but the raid Araya is impersonating her. Ah, gotcha. So it's Ryoshu's mom that Ryoshu's daughter was impersonating. I understand. No, invincible. Oh, I see. That makes sense. Kaka Shimoi tongue. Yeah, I can't pronounce things to save my life. I'm an English teacher, and I cannot pronounce, like, anything, bro. It's gonna be so rough for me. I remember Ryoshu cut her tongue, but nothing beyond that. Yeah, Omni-Man is all the way up. Where is Omni-Man? I've not seen that show either, but I heard it's really good. Should I watch that, guys? Yeah, I was talking about Invisible. If you scroll up, you can see it. Gotcha. First, respects to you for still streaming and not ending earlier to wait another hour. 2, I just wish they focused on Ryoshu more in her canto. It's the one thing to focus on future details like the LCED. Yes! Yes! I stressed that at the end of my Canto 9 streams. They should have focused on Ryoshu more. We were so split between so many parties. It was like, it was so difficult to keep track of like, hey, like, what's going on with Ryoshu? What's going on with her past? Like, that was a canto that I wanted to know more about Ryoshu, and I felt like we just didn't get that. But hey, maybe in this intervallo we will get, like, a conclusion of, like, everything. So, that's an option. We might get some more information from this intervallo. I'm excited. Kit Kat Donuts, what's next? Serene is a Swiss cheese, and so is Honglu from that onesie. Hi, totally, Valentina. Welcome to stream. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing. It's good to see you here. Valentina, since we're talking about the sweet collection with donuts and Kit Kats, would you be Crunch? Would you be a Crunch bar? Getting sliced vertical should be called the Swiss cheese. Yeah. About Omni-Man. Canto 9 was a lot of aura farming. It was, and although, like, I'm not initially against aura farming, it just felt like too many boss fights, too many aura farming, and not enough, like, raw story, in my opinion. No! Funny how this is Ryoshu's canto, but we barely got info about her compared to the other sinners. Yeah, that's true. Like, we got more information, I feel like, on Sinclair and Gregor than we did on actual Ryoshu. Which is insane, because it's literally her canto. Oh, this got a horrible execution. We should have fought Ryoshu with our Araya fighting by our side to help her calm her down. Not Poser Roland Man. True. I don't mind that the Poser Roland Man was the final boss. But I do think, like, we also saw, like, purple coins and green coins be used, which is great. But I really do think that they should have developed Ryoshu more, and maybe we should have fought her or something rather than the rest of the... And we shouldn't have split up. I'm still really annoyed about that, guys. How am I supposed to beat that moth without a full team? No, guys, I can't believe that the second best nurse father is here. The second best? Is the first one Rain? I don't want to become Gregor's Crunch Bar. It's already there, Valentina. It's already there. You must accept your fate. I wonder if Ryoshu is going to use Arakashi more now. Maybe. That's kind of also the title of the stream. Does, like, Ryoshu remember her daughter or not? Because at the end of her canto, it said that she didn't remember anything that happened. So also then, what was the point of the whole canto? She didn't remember anything. No character growth at all. At least with Heathcliff, he remembered his canto, right? So it was like, he still grew as a person from it. Versus Ryoshu doesn't remember anything. So she's just the same person. But then she mentions Araya in her ego, too. So it's like, so do you remember your daughter or not? Like, I'm just so confused. Like, it left more questions than it did answers, and I was really annoyed at that, to be honest. I definitely preferred Canto 8 way more than Canto 9, mainly because you had no expectations for it and it blew me away, but you still enjoyed Canto 9 for what it was. My favorite canto was Canto 5. I don't think, yeah, like, and I mean, Canto 7's probably up there, if we're not counting the source material. It was well executed and well done. But yeah, Canto 5 and Canto 7 were really good. The rest have kind of been like, to me, so far. I'm still not yet at Canto 9 though, just hope that PM will do her justice. Oh, Void. Oh, Void, you poor soul. You poor soul. I wouldn't get your hopes too far up, not gonna lie. I might honestly call Canto 9 worse than the first Canto because the first Canto had a flaw of needing to set everything up. PM writers had the opportunity to set things up for Canto 9 but didn't. Wow, that is definitely a statement to make because I recently replayed through Canto 1 while watching one of my friends do it. It's bad. It's really bad in comparison to the next future Cantos, even though they're trying to like set up the world or whatever. But that is a bold statement. I would say that personally, I would say that Canto 9 is better than Canto 1 still. But wow, that is a bold statement. Canto 9 suffered hard because of it. I would agree though, it did suffer. Yeah, Rain is the best. It was never going on my top personal list, but the way it is now and will be sucks. Fair enough. Ticket had a daughter? I can't remember it. Yeah, Ticket had a daughter. It's kind of crazy. Although, okay, chat, you have to hear me out. Give me your opinion on this. What if Li Hang was a father? What if Li Hang was a father and the reason why Ryoshu was so mad seeing him at Canto 8 was because that she saw her deadbeat ex-husband come and say hi to her after their like messy divorce or whatever, and he was the father to Araya. That would have been so funny. That would have been hilarious. Like I would have paid so much money to see that happen if Li Hang was the father and they were just like this awkward divorce couple. Like, it would have been so funny to me. I felt like they should have gone with that route instead of the whole weird like clone thing that they did. I thought it would have been super funny. Tell me your guys' thoughts on that. I think she remembers from when I saw the new Intervallo trailer. Okay, so then the line at the end of her canto meant nothing? Like, what are you gonna do about that, Project Moon? Canto 5 is my favorite too. Yes, Water Gaming. Canto 5 is so good. Actually, maybe not. Did someone say Canto 5? Oh yeah, and that's where Ricardo comes in too. Obviously, that's gonna be our biggest and best canto, guys. Obviously. I'm talking about 9.5 considering I heard of people complain about Canto 9. That's fair. My hair coupons! I loved Canto 1's setup. It just not vibe with how Canto 9 was done at all. That's fair. Li Hang? The no headman? Yeah. True. The no headman. The no headman and the granola bar are in the same faction. Can you believe that? Personally, I see Li Hang as Ryoshu's annoying brother. No, he was a teacher who came through time, right? Canto 4, 5, and 6 are the best. Ricardo, are you going to attack us in the intervallo again? You should, Ricardo. Come back. Come fight us again. No, it's like, because that was how the canto betrayed Li Hang is. The canto betrayed Li Hang as like either an annoying brother or an uncle that came through to train Ryoshu and Araya. But what I'm saying is, I thought it would be so funny if they took a different direction and they had Ryoshu and Li Hang have a child. I thought that would have been so funny, because like, you know, the way that Canto 9 painted Li Hang, it was like he was just this guy that came in to teach. So why was Ryoshu so angry when he showed up? Like, in my opinion, like, you know, she should have been more angry with like Valencina or the Pinky nurse father, you know? But she wasn't. She was really angry with Li Hang. But it doesn't make any sense with the context that we get in Canto 9. And I'm just like, hey, like, what the heck? Like, I thought her anger in Canto 8 would have been so justified if Li Hang was like her divorced husband, and it would have been so funny. I would always be an advocate for that. Like, that was the path that I was originally hoping for. Personally, Canto 5 was the best because of the great character arc. Yeah, Ishmael changed a lot in Canto 5. No, I'll see you in Canto 10. Okay, Ricardo, okay. Have you guys seen my Sinclair? Hi, Cromer, welcome to chat. It's good to see you, Cromer. Don't watch my next short coming out. You better be ready. My most anticipated canto is Faust. I am nervous for... Oh, this is Canto. I love the Odyssey with all of my heart in the original story, so I'm a little bit nervous on how Canto's gonna play out, because I hold the original story to me so dearly towards my heart. So I am very excited for This is Canto, but I'm really, really hoping Project Moon doesn't like screw it up, you know, because I love it so much. Go, my Furious Soul replica. No, get those unbreakable coins away from me. I am praying for Odysseus since you love the Odyssey. I also love the Odyssey. I actually agree with you, Cromer. The Odyssey is, like, by far probably one of my favorite books I've ever read. I'm literally writing an entire series based around the Odyssey, and that time period. Like, oh my goodness. All of my research is done in the Odyssey era. Like, I am obsessed with it. I'm really nervous for Odysseus Canto because of it. Li Hang perpetuating the cycle of being forced to do House of Spiders through childbearing would have been an interesting angle. I think so too. I just think it would have been really funny. Maybe it wouldn't have made the best sense story-wise, but also, do we really know a lot of, like, married couples in Project Moon? Like, yeah, we had, like, the whole Heathcliff and Catherine thing, but they didn't really end up together. And I guess like Catherine technically married Linton, but we don't really see like a married couple interact that much. So it's like, I felt like that would have been a really nice touch. And Ryoshu is literally a mother. It would have been the perfect opportunity to show that. But they really don't. And it's like, I wonder if, does like South Korea's culture have an issue with like family? Because at least with Project Moon, we really don't see a lot of that. Half the Limbus cast is in the chat. Yeah, for real. We got the whole Limbus cast here with us. Welcome, guys. If you haven't already, feel free to subscribe. It would have also shown how unforgiving she was with the other fathers. Yeah, exactly. I think, like, you know, one, her anger would have been justified, but also, like, you know, what if she was forced into a marriage with Lee Hang? And maybe that also added to her anger of it. Like, that would have also been, like, something to do. Have you seen any clankers? I have, but not here. We see a lot of clankers and helldivers, so make sure to join us for our helldiver streams. We have lots of clankers that we like to shoot. You would love that, Crummer. You would love that stream. Zelphin, are you going to respond to the simping allegations where you deliberately made propaganda of the local thumb capo wherein everyone said you're simping for him? Listen. Minos. I invoke the Fifth Amendment. It would have also nearly matched the original Pinky Nurse Father too. Holy heck, the idea sounds great. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Like I thought it was a great idea. I'm curious, how do you feel about the Odyssey movie from what you've seen? Because I've seen a lot of discourse. A lot of people are really upset about the upcoming Odyssey movie from Christopher Nolan because it's not like historically accurate, but like it's a theatrical movie. Now, sure, like, with my books, I'm hoping to be as historically accurate as possible, so feel free to critique me on that. But, like, you know, the Odyssey in of itself can't necessarily be historically accurate because of the Cyclops, because of Cersei's powers, because of, you know, the interactions with gods, because of the giants that eat most of Odysseus' crew. There's so many fantasy elements within the Odyssey that it wouldn't really necessarily make sense to make it historically accurate by itself. Now, if you were doing the Iliad with it, it would make a little bit more sense to be historically accurate. But from what I understand, it's just the Odyssey. And I think it's totally fine that they took like a kind of a fantasy feel to it, because that's what it is. So, yeah. That's what I would say too. I am so excited to go see that movie. I'm gonna be like the first one in theaters because I really like it, and I'm curious to see what Christopher Nolan does. All of his other movies that I've seen from him are fantastic. Like, I'm very, very excited. So I'm excited for the movie. I'm not gonna think too much about the historical accuracy of it. I'm just gonna try to enjoy it for what it is. It's one of my most anticipated movies of this year. Same. I'm learning Greek mythology and watched Epic the Musical. Yes, Epic the Musical is actually what got me into my study of the Mediterranean Sea history, whether that was Rome or Greece or Troy or Israel or Egypt. Like, because I'm running a series on it, like an isekai into those times, I've done so much research on it, and Epic the Musical is what started that for me. All of my passion about the Iliad and the Odyssey and all of this history and what I'm studying currently, Epic the Musical did that for me. So that's why I'm so passionate about it. So I agree with you. We had the Leo Association and Library of Verona, I'm pretty sure. Fair enough. So who's the father of Araya? She's a clone of Ryoshu. Unfortunately. So there is no father. They did like a cloning thing from Ryoshu to Araya. But I really wish it would have been Lee Hang. I really wish Project Moon would have been like, yeah, Lee Hang is the father. That would have been really, really funny to me. In my opinion. Oh man, I actually finally caught up with chat. Oh my goodness. Wow, you guys are so active today. Thank you guys. I'm so happy to actually like start talking with you guys. Like, I don't think I've had a stream this like engaging. Thank you guys for actually being like engaging with me and asking me questions. I really appreciate that. It's been a long time since I've been able to actually just like chat with you guys. Man. So the imaginary dad went to get milk. Yeah, pretty much. That's pretty much what happened. I ended up reading a tweet about the canto's themes of forgiveness, which really made the scene with Araya and Ryoshu and Gebura's blades so much more impactful, and the battle with Rain feeling like crap. Yeah, I also saw a couple videos about like how it's like actually about forgiveness, but I'd have to go back and rewatch my streams, but I'm not sure if I actually got that vibe from Canto 9, because it was like, okay, so you have this like, thing where it's like, okay, you have Araya, who's really, really angry with Ryoshu, and finally reveals herself, and is like, how could I ever forgive you? You were a horrible mom, you left me in that box. And then all of a sudden, Araya forgives Ryoshu. Maybe I missed like a plot point on when she said something that would have caused that shift, but it was like, for me, at least especially looking back on it, it felt so sudden, and it felt so like, wait, what? And I think that's what really threw me in for a loop. And I think if they, again, I'd have to go back and rewatch it, replay the canto or something to go clarify, but from what I remember, it came to me so suddenly that I was like, I don't understand why she's being forgiving right now after her initial emotion. I stay up for the weekly Limbus update, and I just happened to see the stream. That's awesome, Cool Strawberries. I'm so glad that you're joining us for the update. We got about 10 minutes before Limbus Company opens. Hopefully they don't have another problem where it's like, LOL, it's not gonna open for like another 40 minutes. Because I have an 8 AM tomorrow. I could maybe skip, but it's not a really good idea. My grade's not in a great place. Oh yeah, the dad is Ryoshu. Yeah, it's just a clone, and it's kind of like, it's kind of sad. Yeah, Minos, don't ask about the simp allegations. I invoke the 5th. Ryoshu is the dad and Yoshicide is the mother, pretty much. That's pretty much it. Imagine how different the story would be if Araya just stayed in the box. Yeah, if we actually found Araya in the box, and then like actually were able to talk with her as her younger self, the story would have definitely been different. But there also really wouldn't have been like a reason to go inside the spider house and actually go like try to find her. We laced Yoshi high. That's funny. That's really funny. Yeah, no, Canto 9 was definitely like, I felt like it could have been done better, and I felt like it was hard to follow along with the actual story for Ryoshu's plotline because it was so scattered and so everywhere. Honestly, I would have rather had a fight with like maybe 5 centers and then like 5 support units that we can't control versus all of the 5 nurse fathers in a fight. Than the way that they did now. The head will send their claws in about 30 minutes. You better admit the allegations. What are they coming at me for? Why is the head sending their claws at me? I simply invoke my 5th Amendment right to stay silent and ask for a lawyer. What allegations? What are you talking about? Only the members of my channel have evidence for that kind of stuff. By the way, if you haven't already, consider joining the channel. There's a 99 cents one, I think. But yeah, consider joining the channel and help supporting me. You get access to all of the videos that I have yet to release. You get access to all of these like fun emojis. Let me post one actually, if I can. Emoji. Yeah, you get access to all of these super fun emojis. And what else? There's lots of like layers of like privileges or whatnot, but consider joining the channel. I'm gonna be honest, I love the ring nurse father, which is really ironic. The ring for nurse father is interesting. He's not really talked about a lot in like in the settings because it's like the rest get a lot more attention. But he's definitely interesting, which is also interesting because it's like with Ryoshu's love for gore, you would have thought that the emphasis on the ring nurse father would have been bigger than it was because she took on so much from him and, you know, called his stuff works of art and whatnot. But like, we didn't get anything from him at all, and the connection to her Ryoshu liking gore and the ring nurse father was never explained. And it's like, I don't understand why they didn't develop that, because I thought that was going to be a thing that was explained in Ryoshu's Canto, and it wasn't. I'm gonna be honest, I read. Not paying taxes, come on, just pay your taxes just once, if anything. Pay your taxes once to the kingdom. Being Cromer and loving the Clanker nurse father is kind of the ironic. Yeah, that is really, that is really ironic, actually. You know what the next intervallo is about, right? Yes, we're gonna get a lot more from the ring because we got the fabulism section of the ring, which is awesome because it's like my personal character for a Limbus TTRPG that I play in. Hyde, Jekyll and Hyde, they're technically the same person. Jekyll and Hyde, they are from the ring in the fabulism section. So this is going to be a lot of lore that I want to get for my character. So this will definitely be interesting, which we got almost 5 minutes, guys. I still like Valentina and Matthias the most out of the 5 Nurse Fathers, really. I really like Rain, to be honest. Rain's probably one of my favorites. I don't know why, just like, I know he was quite terrible, but oh, something about him is just like, huh. I thought he was better than the rest. It's literally what you just wanted. Yeah, we're gonna get, hopefully we get a lot of answered questions in this intervallo. Twinkling Threads will be Peem Trust. I hope so. I sure do hope so, because I have many questions from Canto 9. Matthias, that's crazy. That's crazy. Y'all are calling me a sim? Look in the mirror. Look in the mirror, guys. It's you. It's always been you. Don't project onto me, okay? Okay, I know what you are. Oh wait, no. I found Valentina's plight to be sympathetic while she still doesn't lose her edge and what she did to Lucio. Matthias is a bit confusing, but I eventually understood his deal. That makes sense. Valentina did make sense as a character. Definitely one of the more well-developed Nurse Fathers versus like ones like the Ring or yeah, even Matthias. It felt like that they were a little bit underdeveloped and in the background. No, that's just how Cromer is. I'm a freak. Yeah, yes you are. Yes you are, Cromer. It gets worse with no Sinclair. Hate to break it to you. Cromer, what do you think of the War Sinclair that we had revealed to us in Canto 9, who also hates clankers? I'm curious of your thoughts on that. I thought it was like, I know that like PM were still like developing Limbus Company when we got Canto 1 through 3, but I also feel like it would have been important to like have like Gregor's development and, you know, Sinclair's development mentioned, you know, in their own canto or maybe in a separate intervallo, because I felt like it really took away from like Ryoshu's time in Ryoshu's canto. So unless we get like, you know, a lot of answers in this interval, I'm gonna be very disappointed. He's amazing. Mind if I drag him into a room with no windows and the door locked? I think he would beat the crap out of you, Cromer. I'm not gonna lie. I want to do that for your sake. I don't think you would come out of that room alive. A certain Sinclair low-key almost got as racist as Cromer is true. True. He also had a really big glow-up, not gonna lie. Man, I was caught in 4K on that stream when that was revealed. I'm praying we get more answers for her. I hope so too. I really hope this is an intervallo that focuses a lot more on Ryoshu, because man, it is so needed after her canto, because we were left with more questions than answers. So we got about 3 minutes until we can open Limbus. Hopefully. I hope it doesn't take like 6 hours to get through it. Otherwise I'm gonna have to skip class, and I really don't want to do that. Man. What if I want Sinclair 2 is crazy. When's the update releasing? In 3 minutes. In 3 minutes, Zenu. We got 3 minutes to wait before we can open Limbus Company and hopefully get right on track with it. I'm actually not going to watch you or anyone play this intervallo. I like having my own experience, but I did have fun. Also, they seem from the trailer they are having Ryoshu except for memories being destroyed. Okay, that's fair enough. I mean, you're free to have like your own experience. Feel free if you want to like come back and watch the stream once you've had your own experience with the intervallo. That would help me a lot, and then also you get to still be a part of it. Bro got 2 inches in height and started killing everyone. Yeah, for real. She even says good memories never last long. Yeah. I guess so. I haven't really watched like the full trailer for it, I guess. Heading to bed. Hope the Center Valor was fun, but I'll experience it tomorrow. Fair enough. Have a good night, Pleasant Lemon. I love watching people play the story. I'm glad that you I'm glad that you have fun watching me, because it will be fun. I think it will be great to experience the story together. Oh yeah, if you're still alive, yeah, I'll do that for sure. Fair enough. What team will you use? Either Rupture or Tremor, because that's the strongest team I have currently. I don't know if I have enough lunacy to gamble for the new bleed units to, and I definitely don't have enough like upgrade things to make a new to get them up to par, is what I'm trying to say. So it will probably be Rupture or Tremor, depending on how hard it is. Although I feel like Tremor is mainly good in the mirror dungeon because of the ego gifts, versus I'm not sure how good they are like by themselves. I'm using my Seeking Index team as my favorite team in the game currently. That's good. That's good. I have the units. I just haven't upgraded them. I really don't play Limbus outside of me streaming it, because it's just like, I mean, I have to stream so many other games, and I mean, I have a life, so. But would you guys be interested in watching me just playing Limbus Company passively? I'm curious. I'm curious if that's something that you guys would actually like, or if that's just something that I should do on my own time. The update's at 11 p.m. for you. It's literally in a minute. Oh, here we go. It should be released now. Let's see. I have pretty good teams. Yeah, sure. Okay. So if you guys do want that, if you guys want to just watch me play Limbus passively, then I'd be more than happy to stream it. I just didn't know if that would be like entertaining for you all. Though some of my best moments, my best shorts have come from like, oh, what do you mean it's not up to date? Come on. Come on. Come on. Refresh for me. Refresh for me. Limbus, how dare you withhold your update from me for 20 seconds? It's open. If it goes down at 9 for you, you wait 2 hours. It would be entertaining. Fair enough. Okay, I'm gonna leave now. We'll come back later. Alright, have fun. It was good seeing you guys. Hopefully, I can be like... My goal with these streams is always to be like the first YouTuber. It's still saying that it's not open. It hasn't updated yet. I don't know when it's gonna like actually load. I can't refresh the page. No! Please, please, let me play. Let me play. Let me on. Let me in. Let me in. Goes down at 9 for you if you wait 2 hours. Yeah. Okay, it's not letting me. I have to wait a little bit for Steam to update itself, I guess. Because then I can be unhinged when I see Sinclair. That's really funny. I have a Sinking Poise team, and Poise fusions are really strong. Oh, Sinclair. Trevor Poise team will be the strongest if we ever get that. Yeah, it's true. True. Let me, like, close out of Steam and reopen it. See if that actually helps with getting Limbus Company to update. Y'all lied to me. It's not out yet. Why isn't it out yet? I don't know why. I don't know why it's being difficult. Okay, let's pause the... okay, come on. Come on. Open for me, please. I just want to play the new Limbus Company update. We getting locked out of the cities? Yeah, we are. Yeah, we are. The claws finally came for me, kicked me out because apparently I simped too hard for Cape Assault. On the phone, it's open? Yeah, no, I'm playing on computer. If my phone would explode if I tried to stream it on there. Yeah, no, Steam hasn't updated yet. So, we're just kind of waiting for Steam to, you know, to catch up, I guess. This happens every time we try to do this. We try to play an update on the day, and it's like, actually, no, we're not gonna work for you. I don't want to stay up like a bazillion hours just to like... I have 600 hours on this game. That's crazy. We in the back streets. We got kicked out to the outskirts, man. That's like how far we got kicked out from Limbus Company. We simped too hard. SMH. It's on mobile. It consistently crashes after every stage, and it crashes if it takes too long. Yeah, that makes sense. Especially on older phones. Like, not everybody has, like, a gaming phone, okay? Like, I get that it's... But, like, Limbus Company's not really optimized to, like... You know... be played efficiently on a phone, like a mobile game is, so... okay, anyway. Man, it's like... I don't know when Steam's gonna update. My friend had that crashing problem on computer, but it doesn't happen for me on the phone. That's interesting. Sometimes it's like... Sometimes games just have like faulty installments sometimes, and it just screws everything up. I'm trying to think of a game that consistently crashed for me. Helldivers before it got optimized did. God of War most definitely caused a lot of lag. I have an iPad and it crashes every time. It feels sad. Yeah, that's crazy. It's just not really optimized that well. Come on, Limbus. It's been 4 minutes. Please don't do the thing where, like, I did a whole stream and then it was like, no, we're just not gonna... 'Cause last time, I think it was, like, Canto 9 Part 3, where, like, I did a stream for, like, 40 minutes. It's unlisted now. But then, like, I had an early class tomorrow, and it was like... Oh yeah, 40 minutes until Steam registered it to update. So, but by the time it finally opened, I had just ended stream. And I was like, you know what, I will just stream it tomorrow because I want to go to bed. So, I'll say, guys, it's currently 9:05 here, PM. If it gets around to like... If it gets around to 9:20 and it's still not updating, it's still not open for me, I'll quit stream and I will stream it tomorrow. Limbus Company eats way more RAM than what it looks like it would. Yeah, because like the game doesn't look big on Steam, but then once you download it and open it, it's like, hey, we gotta install like 13 more gigabytes of stuff. I still remember Verg crashing my phone repeatedly during Canto 6. Bro was too powerful for your phone. He came through the phone. Man. I love Virgilius. And I was on call with my friend too, and I was crashing out. That's so real. I understand that. Oh, who eats RAM? Limbus Company. Or Virgilius does sometimes. Why eat rams? We have sheeps. No, we don't talk about the sheeps. No, keep Damien out of this. We are a Damien hater channel here. I do not like that kid in Limbus Company. Okay, I'll launch Limbus again. Cromer, you would absolutely cannibalize High Shodan. What? That's such a crazy out of
Company.
Oh, hi, Mersault. Okay, it's... Steam's gonna be difficult. Let me check the Discords and see, like, if anybody else is experiencing this issue. Project Moon Hub. Limbus Help. No, it looks like that some people are actually in the game. Okay, is it just on my end? I don't know why it would just be on my end. Yeah, it looks like for everyone else it's actually updating. Okay, this is awkward. Steam, hello? Please? You make it universal so I can play too? Manage. If I go to the store page... I want to play the game. The update is only 500 megabytes. Oh, that's nice. Come on, everybody else is in the game. Limbus Company, why? Why isn't it updating for me, bro? This is actually ticking me off. What the heck? I want to play. I'm gonna message the Discord and be like, hey, like, anyone else having trouble getting into Limbus? and updating it. Weird, Steam is like, yeah, exactly. I thought, yeah, Steam is late. Okay. I'm not going crazy, guys. I'm not going crazy. Maybe all these other people are on mobile. Okay, why is everybody talking in Limbus Help just about the game when it's like, you know, it's for Limbus Help? Okay, nobody's actually helpful. Great. I don't know if Dawn's a good idea. They both are short, both gremlins, both traumatized, both yellow hair that's short, and they are so stealable. It's all fun and games until Sancho. True. True. Ricardo, doesn't Sinclair and Dawn have middle IDs? You have to do something about Cromer. Guys, would Cromer have a middle ID? She seems more like a ring person to me, personally. But would Ryoshu have... Or no, not Ryoshu. Would Cromer have a middle ID? Okay, let's check in the other Limbus channel. Well, it looks like some other people are actually in the game. Come on, Steam! Are you kidding me? Why is Steam late? Did they download, like... What if I just, like, remove from favorites? Are you gonna update then? No? Steam, please. I would, but I'm still recovering from the house. That's hilarious. Okay, we're gonna try and open Limbus again. I have many words. Why is it not working? Guys, I might have to stream tomorrow. This is, like, insane. What the? Oh. I saw something moving at my thing. Why were you in the house? But when Canto 10 drops, you better watch your back, Cromer. Yeah, you look like you got your butt kicked there. That's crazy. Roast and Ricardo. Be nice to Ricardo, guys. We like Ricardo. If anything, insult Matthias. We like Ricardo here. No, Team Rocket blasted off again. True. True. Is the... Yeah, okay, it looks like some other people are having issues with, like, the update and not getting, not being able to get through. Okay, so I'm not the only one. I don't see the update on Steam. What the heck? Why is Steam like this? No shoulder gets harpoon. I'm surprised Ricardo was only level 60. Like, this guy is cooked if he shows up again. True. We might be over level when he shows up. No, I got it back. It's funny. Yeah, Limbus. I really want to play. I really want to get that Mersault ID, really. I'm not a simp for Mersault at all. What do you mean? You don't know. You guys don't know what you're talking about. Nobody to this day has liked my review on Steam for Limbus Company. Why not restart your computer? Because that would mean that I would have to, end stream. And then it's just a hassle to set back up. Like, I don't really know if I want to go through that process. I might just stream it tomorrow because it is already like a late night, an hour later than I anticipated. And then it will give you guys time to, like, not play through it yourself, and then you can come watch my reaction. Although, to be honest, most of you would probably be in, like, a bigger chat, like Hima's or all of the other big streamers for Limbus. That's what I've noticed, is that views tend to drop it when I do it later. But it's already approaching that time where I'm like, I probably should just go to bed. It's already an hour late than I expected. And I have an 8 AM tomorrow, and I'm like, ugh. So this stream will probably go unlisted. So if you liked this stream, just, oh, what's the word? Save the link. Because it might go unlisted if I don't open Limbus Company today. 11:11. I want the Mersault so I can nail him with my Incorp nails. I want him to nail me with his Incorp nails. I'm just kidding. Don't clip that. Don't clip that. I shouldn't have said that on stream. I'm sorry, guys. Oh, Mr. Salt ID is not on the banner. What? So have fun grinding? Wait, what do you mean he's not on the banner? I like watching streamers that aren't very popular. Well, that's good. Feel free to join us tomorrow, because we'll definitely stream it tomorrow if we don't get to it today. And I also like it because like we're a small community here in the corner of YouTube, and then I actually get to talk and interact with you guys because I don't have the chat just immediately blowing up in my face. I always find that nice. So I appreciate you guys being here, giving me a small creator a chance. I don't know about the others, but I'll wait for your stream. You guys are so sweet. Thank you guys. Oh, that means a lot more to me than I think you guys might realize. Cause like, I know comparison is the thief of joy, but like I always look at like the big creators. I'm like, man, like I don't feel like my content's too much different from them, but yet they have so many more views and such a bigger audience. So sometimes it's hard for me to be encouraged and keep going. But that really those really mean a lot to me, that you guys will wait for me to watch me play it and all of that. I really do appreciate that. Thank you guys. That means so much to me. I don't watch other streamers. Event materials 1000. Number Salt ID will be free from the event. Oh, okay. Interesting. Again, thank you guys. That really does mean a lot that you guys will come and watch me play. It really means a lot because it's like, okay, I don't have to compare myself to all these super big streamers. Limbus is still not opening, bro. I don't have to compare myself to all these big streamers because then I actually get to interact with you guys and talk with you guys about the events, and we have a small little community here, and yeah, it's more interactive, and I'm glad that you guys like it more. So thank you for those kind words. That really means a lot to me. Yeah, I don't mind waiting. I watch 5 streamers. That's totally fair. That's totally fair. Anyways, I gotta go, so good night, everyone. Good night, Ricardo. Having a big community feels overwhelming. It does, because then it's like you can't interact with all of them like you would want to, and then it makes things difficult because it's like, oh, how am I gonna, make my community feel loved or whatnot? And that's why like memberships exist and whatnot, to interact with them. But it looks like a lot of people are either going to bed or going to play the game themselves, and it's almost 9:20, so I might just call it here for tonight. So I don't know why Steam is like, next time I'll see you, I'll have Shin. Mark my words. We expect more from you, Ricardo. Get like 2 Shin or something, alright? Can't wait to see you again in the intervalos. So I only stick to people with like less than 20 people watching. That's totally fair. I think like the most I've had on a stream is 100 people on a Terraria stream, but like nobody talked in chat at all. It was just 100 people observing. It might have been bots. I'm not sure. It was my first time playing Terraria, so that could have been the case. But yeah, it was just like nobody talked in chat, which was like really crazy to me. I don't know why Steam is late. Is anybody in the Discord actually talking about this? Cause like, yeah, I'm not receiving this update. Okay, so other people aren't like receiving the update. Steam is not giving me the update. Okay. So yeah, it looks like all the mobile people or people who play it on different platforms are in, but like Steam is like not on the same level. I don't like big streamers because it feels like just watching a long unedited videos and they barely see your messages. That's true. That is the flaw about like big streamers, is that they don't interact with you unless you pay money and your comment gets highlighted, which makes sense because if you see their normal chat, it just goes like over and over and over and over again. You have an AO3 account? I do, yes. I write my story about Jekyll and Hyde in there, in my Limbus Company TTRPG. It's kind of like a Limbus Company Dungeons and Dragons, where I play a sinner, Jekyll and Hyde, and I write their story with the other sinners in their journey in Limbus Company. So that's what I mainly write on there. I hope to post some other things in the future, but I've kind of been in the writing slump a little bit. So There's so many lurkers and bots. Yes, there are. Big streams are like really, really, really hard to interact with your audience in a meaningful way. So, but this is why like small streamers is great, because then I get to talk to all of you guys. I see all of your messages and I get to interact with you guys. This has been really nice, actually. Like just being able to talk with you guys, because like I don't think I've had a stream where like I've talked with like my viewers in a while, because like the past streams there haven't been like a lot of engagement. So yeah, this has been really nice to chat with you guys. Let me catch up on chat. I'm a steal Chodithus' sword. I mean, you have every right to, Ricardo. Maybe that would be cool. But although I think fighting with your fist is a lot more cooler. Maybe even a little bit more hotter, in my opinion. Also, by the way, are your Shallow Cookie are your mains? This account has premium. Oh, nice. That's super cool. That probably helps with like the ads. Yeah, I am sorry about the ads. I don't make a lot of money from YouTube, but the ads do help with that funding. So that's why. I just got the Kira nuts. Are nice, cool strawberries. That's awesome. It's totally alright. So peak. Yeah, I'm usually like, I'm always that like viewer that I'm like, man, ads are so annoying, or like, why would people want to pay a subscription for memberships? And now that I'm here, it's like, oh yeah, it's like a consistent income for workers. And ever since then, I've been in more support for creators, now being on the other side of it and understanding like, oh yeah, this is a way that, you know, that we can make money and still create content. Finally, it has the update right at 9:20. Oh my goodness, it is about time. It is about time. Okay, hopefully this I want the event to be long because I want to learn a lot. But also, like, I need to go to bed. I do this every stream. Why do I do this to myself, guys? If I had money, I would probably get a subscription to this channel. Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you. I appreciate it. I know money is very hard from time to time, so I do not blame you at all. Finally! Finally! If your device has insufficient data. Okay, finally. I'm gonna have the music overlapping, hopefully, so we don't get copyrighted. Otherwise, I'm just gonna have to mute this entire section while the update is running. Because the song is copyrighted, and Limbus hasn't done anything about it, so every single time I play it, it's like, oh, LOL, you can't get monetized because you have an heavily element from milling in it. And I'm like, one's an instrumental and it's for a video game opening. So hopefully there's enough noise in the background to like not get it copyrighted, so I apologize for like the overlapping. Also, is that model hand-drawn? It is hand-drawn. I had a friend create it for me. She created all of these different faces that I use. They're not like the most expressive, but I think they're pretty good for what it is. So I really like the model, and I love the simplicity of it, because so many models have like all of these like extra stuff to them, and I'm like, I'm just a girl. I'm just a girl, and so I'm really happy about it. Finally. Ooh, yes, it's about time that Steam caught up and got with the program. Alright, I'm excited. I'm excited to finally, like... That's still really cool that your friend made it. Very chill. Yeah, of course. Yeah, I'm very, very happy that my friend was able to make this for me. Of course I paid them. Okay, I'll open before I get copyrighted for this and I can shut off Spotify. What? I can't find the right expression. Are you flippin' kidding me right now? What do you mean you have to sign in again? I usually get that. Okay, it better not happen again. Take two. Take two. Sometimes it's just an error. Okay. Oh, thank goodness. We're finally in. Yay! About time. Oh my goodness. Here's my friend code. Oh wait, it's a little bit covered. Friend code. Oh hey, look. Looks like you guys are Already sending me friend requests. Awesome. Feel free to send me friend requests if you'd like. For my units, I almost always have Walpurgis units on here. Usually leveled up so that way you guys can use it. Only 300? Crazy. Crazy for what I have to go through to get the... this game is really mean to Rue. The mail! Yes, the mail. I totally forgot about this event. Did I get, like, any rewards from this? Pff, I didn't. I got, like, nothing. I totally forgot about the event. Okay, but we got some... Ooh, interesting. Okay, we got some more rewards available. Totally forgot about that LCB event. Maybe I should have grinded a bit more. Oh well. Ooh. Interesting. Funeral. Oh gosh. That's ominous. You didn't get the Eagle boxes? I didn't. That's crazy, right? Like, okay, to be fair, I think it was around the time where midterms were a thing, and so I didn't even hop on the Limbus. It's really bad. It's really bad. I know. I'm such a noob at this game. Alright, here we go, finally. A funeral was held for Martin and the LCE researchers today. Ah! I thought I'd seen more than my fair share of deaths throughout my journey with the sinners. But never before had I witnessed this many people gather in one place to mourn the deceased together. The unfamiliarity made me feel a bit out of place. Am I doing this right? Most of the sinners seem to be feeling a similar sense of being out of their element as well. I have a Faust lined up by attitude. Thank you, appreciate it. Some of them were asking Mersault, apparently the most knowledgeable of them all, when it came to funeral processes and etiquette, all manner of questions for pointers. This is interesting because in the book, Mersault, and like the first part of Mersault's book, The Stranger, he goes to mourn for his dead mother. So that's probably why they're asking him, because like, it's literally something that's in his book. Although Rodion would also have experience in the source material, but you know, Limbus doesn't elaborate on that at all. Alyssa's a lie, right? I don't know if she is. Expressing respect is the primary purpose. Hand placement and gesture are unimportant if that objective can be accomplished. Hey, where do I put this? Beneath the third pillar to the right. Can't any of you quit chattering for 1 second? Have you all forgotten the instruction to carry yourself with solemn propriety that befits the occasion? Cut me some slack. I haven't been to funerals all that much. That's really rich coming from someone's source material who revolves around a funeral. I mean, I did tell you to read the manual. I even underlined all the important parts for you. Sorry, Ishi. The wall of text was just too much for me. My focus started fizzling out from page 30 onward. Oh wow, that's a big manual, I guess. Sinclair that said she both mentally and physically stronger in this dialogue with Han. Hadn't every sinner here attended a funeral before? Back when we set foot in the Grim Manor in T-Corp? Ah, thou speakest of the funeral held in yon Heathcliff's Manor. Dost thou not? The one Burford of the dead. Burford of the dead? I mean, someone had to have died, because there wouldn't have been a property dispute big enough to involve the Ophi Association's naturalization otherwise. I've said this time and again, but it just wasn't intentional anonymity to prevent family strife. Intentional anonymity, is it? If the situation was indeed as thou sayest, then there was no helping it, forsooth. Yet 'tis a pity that the dead wasn't named at their own funeral. Ah, because they don't remember Kathy. They do not remember that it was for Catherine's funeral. The name of the deceased was... It was Catherine's funeral. She was very dear to Heathcliff. I have thoroughly reviewed the past 5 years' worth of the local newspapers pertaining to the matter, yet no such name relevant to the case was identified. Manager. Yeah, because she was erased from reality, guys, but they wouldn't remember that, so... Poor Heathcliff. It's fine, Clockhead. At least you remember. That's good enough, innit? It had to be the Golden Bow's influence. Somewhere along the way, everyone's memories of the event at Wuthering Heights had become warped. The sinners seemed to think that the Golden Bow had always been there in that manner, and that Nellie was coaxed into stealing it by Herman. Linton, in their minds, was now a grieving brother who had been conducting research for his dead sister's sake. Okay, question, why are we elaborating on this now? I'm going crazy. Yeah, fair, same. Nobody questioned it. Nanda, Quixote, not Faust. Every single sinner believed a twisted version of the memory as if it was a proven fact. Yeah, we sometimes do that with our memories. We remember things that are wrong. Heathcliff and I gave up trying to correct them. Instead, we just check in on each other's memories every now and then. Because if there's something that he and I realized was that everything tied to Catherine had already been painted over, every detail guided and glossed over with the glow of the bow. The point is, how should I put this? The circumstance of the funeral didn't exactly leave us much room to properly express our condolences back then. Between Heathcliff running on a rampage and a Hindley guy bent on interfering with the execution of the will, I assumed that sort of impotent was pretty common stuff for funerals, but apparently not, huh? No, well, I think it's actually rare to see a place that follows proper funeral procedures. I've traveled around quite a bit myself, but I can confidently say that I've ever been to a legitimate funeral. The one at Wuthering Heights was one of the more proper funerals, if only for pretending to have process. They at least prepared the coffin and even had a normal reading for the will. It seems funerals are far from being an everyday custom in the city. Yeah, because everyone just dies so often, they don't have time, unless it's someone important. Funerals are considered a rather extravagant practice here as well. Got it, First Temple? That's good, Sweetie Flame, I'm glad to hear that. Corporations are not eager to grant time-offs just because an irrelevant someone has died, and the price of a real estate seldom makes it viable to buy land and erect memorial houses on it. Then what other options do people usually have? We used to just leave them where they died, and after one night's sleep, their bodies were gone, just like that, because of the sweepers. IT, wait, who? Time to max her out? Nice. My bleed team just became Ring plus Manager Dawn. That's so real, I feel that. Better than paying loads of money to bury him somewhere that just had to stir up the load of daft rumors, huh? Rumors? You know, rumors about them being valuables buried with the bodies, or an arm being some fancy processes, all that rot. Better to let the dead go in peace than to bury them in the grave just for some sods to later desecrate it. In Hongyun, people tend to set up graves if they have enough room to spare. Of course, it wasn't a guarantee that they wouldn't lose the burial room at the next restructuring day. Hanaheim scoffed and hung his head. Old Ty's foolishness, all of it. Comforting the soul of the departed, another mendacity. All those funds so carelessly squandered, all for the purposes of furnishing the living with a fragile excuse to cling on. Are those words from his heart, or just something he said to convince himself? We all say things to convince ourselves, though. Like, that is like a genuine practice that we have, that like, we say things to convince ourselves, and if anybody says anything enough, you start to believe it. That's how propaganda works too. Whichever was the truth, I could not see the look on his face with his head tucked so low. The funeral didn't last long. It was just a brief moment of silence, followed by a few quick goodbyes that were shorter still. The ceremony came to a close once Alyssa, who was still in recovery, came to pay her final respects. The flames devoured the coffins of Martin and the other researchers, announcing the end of their existence with a crackle of firework. So, I suppose you'll be leaving now? Oh, we're staying until Gregor's stable enough to travel. Dante says we'll remain here until Gregor's condition settles. Gregor came to his senses again after a few days after his unforeseen metamorphosis in the battle against the Thumb Nurse Father. Finally, we're addressing it. Alyssa is alive, indeed. I need to level up the Faust ring. Yes, for real. He was given a checkup and Hanaheim said there was no cause for concern. Physically, that is. The psychological assessment turned up disastrous, to say the least. Gregor was declared unfit for combat deployment for the time being. Are we not going to have Gregor for this entire intervallo? So you won't be leaving just yet. Good to know. And I assume you'll be okay with us borrowing Sinclair for a while? Me? Yes, you. The LCE wants to look into the sign you manifested, Sinclair. The higher-ups didn't waste a second green lighting the project, which means what I'm telling you is more of a notice of investigation than a request for permission. Huh? What investigation? Where are you? It's just a rather rudimentary instance of human experimentation. Calm yourself. Human experimentation? Poor Sinclair. My traumatized boy. Oh, poor thing. Yeah, so we might not have Sinclair for combat either because they're going to be testing on him. He probably doesn't really remember what happened much. Hold me back. Release 2 Gregor IDs, make Gregor unplayable. That's crazy. Help, how do I get out of a window? Did you really have to put it like that, boss? Not to worry, Sinclair. A swipe or two on your skin and maybe some talk therapy. That's all there is to it. Of course, if we had your consent, the avenues to research could vastly— No! I am not giving you my consent! For your reference, the other departments have also submitted some quite enthusiastic requests for research and observational purposes. Oh, you have no idea. We had to get Boss to fend off the LCA's Mirror World Observatorium department and their hissy fits. They wanted to be the first ones to get their hands on you and spearhead the research, you see. Mirror World why isn't Yi Sang a part of this? Do we get a Yi Sang ID for that? I feel like he would be, you know, really good at that considering his invention. And had we allowed them, they would have kept you for a good few months before letting you go. So at least you could do is thank us to be a good boy and cooperate. Aha, just in time. Our researchers are here. Alyssa waved at the research who were filling out the funeral hall after paying their respects. It wasn't long before Sinclair found himself surrounded on all sides. Wait. I'm perfectly capable of walking there on my own, so just don't run any painful tests on me. Of course. Stay strong, Sinclair. All I could do was offer an unspoken encouragement to Sinclair, who sounded ready to collapse into a full-blown panic any minute. What about you? You're not going with them? Oh, it's back to the long-term recovery ward for me. I always thought scientific research was the one thing that flamed my passion, but with the recent events having introduced me to merits of a paid sick leave, I realized that time off beats research projects in my book, marginally. Enjoy it while it lasts. I highly suspect that every request for PTO submitted by our department will be rejected for the rest of the year. Yeah, for real, after what just happened. Well, it's true your average corporation doesn't give more than a week off a year. Yeah, the American would know. The American would know. As soon as Alyssa trudged off with her dragging steps, the researchers see Sinclair and Whisk carried him away. Alright, we should get going too. Oh, do you all have somewhere else to be? Well, I thought I'd go visit Gregor. I'm worried about him. Finally, we get answers on what happened to Gregor. Got something I'd said I'd help with. Gotta be there for it. I'm going with Sinclair to get some rest. Also to keep an eye on the researchers and stop them if they try anything fishy with the experiments. Let me know later if you need anything, Dante. The sinners fanned out in different directions. They seem to have their own errands to run during our stay at the LCE. Everyone's busy with their own thing. Ooh, new sword! Updated sprite. Nice. Love it. Actually gonna crash out. Why are you gonna crash out, Crummer? And the only ones keeping me company now were Ryoshu, who had been filling the air around thick with cigarette smoke, and Don Quixote, who was sniffling and asking around every corner for Vespa in the valiant quest for the new color fixer's whereabouts. Of course, Faust was still here too, staring blankly into the air. Is she accessing the Gesellschaft? I don't know how to pronounce it. How do you pronounce that, guys? You seem to have some spare time, manager. As I stood there, wondering what I should do next to pass the time, Hodenheim, who had apparently finished tackling and signing off a stack of papers, walked over to me. Because Alyssa called Sinclair a good boy. Ah, I see. This makes things rather convenient. There is something I had to intend to discuss with you and Sinner Ryoshu, a matter that requires your assistance. What kind of assistance? WKOA says CH. Wait a minute, did Ryoshu just step in as my interpreter? Wow, that's new. It's not that I don't appreciate her gesture, especially since she usually snap at me and tell me to find someone else to interpret whenever the issue came up. But I can't help but doubt whether a choice method of interpretation actually accomplishes anything. That's true. But hey, the act of her stepping up actually shows character change. I'm soft-locked on my laptop. Oh, rip. I'm sorry to hear that, Crummer. This is good. This is showing us some character development from Ryoshu, because like at first we were like, how did Ryoshu change into Canto at all since she forgot the whole thing? But this is good because we're actually seeing some differences. There is, I must admit, a certain novelty in witnessing the reconstruction of which requires interpretation into yet another linguistic form and equally demanding of it. It would seem we are in need of more manpower. Scratching his head, Hodenheim looked around for a moment before coming up to a sudden pause as though an idea had crossed his mind. At the end of the gaze, there was a certain someone who was busy badgering LCCA employees with their relentless questioning. Who else, pray, might know where he is? Thou knowest not. Now listen closely. The one I seek is a bearer of hair fashioned in the likeness of a bull. You there. Why don't you join us too? Dost thou speak of me? The LCA personnel, who were cornered by Don Quixote in her rather forceful interrogation regarding Vespa's whereabouts, took the opportunity and fled the scene without so much as a backward glance the moment their captor turned their head to answer Hohenheim. So they just ran off like cowards. Indeed, there is a task that requires your assistance. But I have yet more wares to trade with the most noble yellow harpoon. You seek to emulate the virtue of chivalry. Does that entail turning down the earnest plea of those in need? Ooh, good Valheim. Good Valheim. Hohenheim. Not Valheim. Hohenheim. My bad. Good Hohenheim. Very good Hohenheim. That is the way to talk to Don Quixote to actually get her to do something. Well done. That is a 200 IQ move. For the sake of clarity and distinction, it would be prudent to assign you to a different identifier than that of my assistant. You are to be number 2. That is, assistant number 2. I have not yet concluded my exchange with Yellow Harpoon, but no true knight would abandon those who call for aid. Pray, speak thy quest. How may I be of service to thee? Beautiful. Hohenheim played right into her mental game, and it completely worked for him. Great job, Hohenheim. Delegating the interpretation of the manager's speech to sinner number 4 has proven to be counterproductive. As such, your task will be to report to me what the manager says. Woohoo! That is indeed a simple task. However, this WKOA induceth mine understanding as well. Prithee, allow me but a little time to uncover this mystery. Relay the manager's words, not sinner Ryoshu's. They are asking you what kind of assistance you need. What kind of assistance? I see. The request for interpretation was not directed to you, but I cannot deny that your meddling, in the present circumstances, is a welcome one. Yeah, because they got beef, because they don't like each other too much, but he's like, it was helpful, I guess. Like, their beef is so funny to me, I love it. It was simply that irrationality and inefficiency of your suboptimal staffing choice and workflow had become sufficiently unbearable. Faust hopes this was not some guileful scheme devised to elicit Faust's cooperation. In any case, manager, this request of mine concerns an investigation into the back doors located in the House of Spiders. I deemed that the two of you should be the ones most familiar with the structure and layout of the house. After all, you were the one monitoring the entirety of five-pronged assault operation, and so the number 4's familiarity does not bear repeating. Do we go into the House of Spiders right away? H-O-S-R-A. She's smirking while she's doing it. She knows what she's doing. She's like, hey, I love giving you a hard time. You have assisted enough. Perhaps you could help Faust. Oh, there was hesitation in that. Perhaps you could help Faust. The fact he has to call on Faust for help. Oh, what an ego blower. What an ego blower, man. That's insane. That's insane. Sure. Although not word for word, Faust relayed my intention to Hohenheim, who responded by shaking his head. Not immediately, no. There is one more member you should bring along. One more member? Seeing me tilting my head, Hohenheim pushed up his glasses. The apprentice who was captured alive in the House of Spiders. Kira. She has regained consciousness. Oh ho ho ho. She owned him. She did own him. Walked right into it. That was crazy. Okay, chat. Do I go gambling? Do I go gambling? Ooh, let's check out the new IDs. 5% damage for every type of negative effect. Mild color rogue. Interesting. I didn't realize that Fabuism would have like these arm-like things, which make things really difficult because Hyde doesn't have that. So awkward. Mild color blue. Sinking potency. So sinking and bleed unit. Interesting. Bleed, bleed, sinking, bleed. So they're mainly bleed. Okay. Bleed, bleed, sinking, bleed. Okay. Okay. Too much rating. I bet they're good. Oh yeah, it really is just her. So does that mean like Marcel's in the rewards? Yes! Yes, he is. There he is. Let's go gambling. That's crazy. Gamble for ring rodeo. That's crazy. I really want the Marcel one. Hee hee. Hee hee hee. Look at him! He's just... I'm totally normal about this guy. He's so concentrated. Okay, I need to stop. I need to stop. I need to stop before I get called out. Bleed and sinking, bleed and sinking. Okay, okay. So he's in that, which is good. That means we can actually obtain him. Oh, we do have some gambling things. I don't have a lot of lunacy, but alright. Let's go gambling! Oh, Rodion? What the? Ah, hi Kira. Okay, so the orange ones are the announcers. That seems new. Alright, let's go again. Come on, Rodion, come home. Break. That sucks. Okay, we're gonna extract... actually... I don't have any rewards yet. You're not beating the allegations. Hey. What allegations? What allegations? I see no allegations against me. What do you mean? Okay. Let's try to get a couple more extraction tickets before we gamble some more. Let's close this. The place Hohenheim led us to looked less like a recovery ward and more like an interrogation chamber, though every single medical equipment installed around seemed to be state-of-art. This place looks well equipped. Probably a direct order from upper management. Although technologically to restore the lost body parts are common enough in the city, a facility of this kind is required to preserve the original form of her lower body in the reconstruction process while keeping the cost reasonable. Okay, Faust, we get it. Reasonable, huh? Do I want to ask how expensive the other options are if this counts as reasonable? A windowless room thick with a sharp scent of medicine and chemicals. Kira was sitting on the bed. Oh goodness, look at that scar! Oh, poor Kira, you poor thing. I was sitting on the bed at the center of the room, kicking her feet as she regarded us. From someone recovering from a bisection, she didn't look much different from how she appeared when I'd seen her through the Sinner's shared vision. Oh, you poor thing. She was captured alive for the extraction of the information, yes? How far along is the progress of extraction? Hasn't yet begun, actually. We are waiting until the lines of information that warrant questioning can be isolated. So far, all available personnel have been fully engaged in analyzing the documents and its items discovered in the House of Spiders. Kit got stapled back together? Yeah, for real. She got stapled back together. That's so crazy. And what's she even doing here? There is work to be done, Cogitant, upon information obtainable only from a recent inhabitant of the House of Spiders. Following a discussion with upper management, I decided to put you to use as the company had originally intended. No TV, no comic books, just super prickly glare and cold shoulder whenever I ask something to pass the time. And now you suddenly need my help, huh? Give me one reason why I should cooperate. Hohenheim didn't so much as twitch an eyebrow at Kira's biting tone. He merely gave her a nod with a steady, imperturbable expression. I didn't ask for your help. Put you to use, I believe, is what I said. What? Your survival is not incidental, a result of a calculation. The company anticipates a potential profit by keeping you alive. Expected gain, as the term goes. Without such forecasts on the company's part, you would have already been disposed of. The upper management consists of people who would be disinclined to tolerate the daily maintenance and depreciation costs of this room, even at half their current members. Basically saying we did a favor by keeping you alive because you have something we want, and if you refuse to cooperate, we will just kill you. Imagine if Kira helps us in the fights. I do wonder if she will. Which brings us to our next point. Should you insist on maintaining this uncooperative attitude, the company may decide to convene a meeting to reassess your worth, or shall we say lack thereof, in its project income statement. Well, suffice to say that such a reassessment would skew heavily against your favor. The outcome would be a recommendation for immediate disposal. Hohenheim always had his way with words that could prickle and sting, but with Kira, it almost felt like as if he traded the usual thorn off a sharper knife, intent on twisting it right where it hurt. Youch. Because that's actually a cis unit. Because isn't that actually what, like, Matthias said to her as well? That, like, you know, she could be a sacrifice, she could be disposed of for the family. So Kira is just, her whole life, just been someone that can be disposed. I'm dead meat as soon as my usefulness runs out. As soon as my usefulness runs out anyway. It's not like you're gonna let me live. Not after I killed a bazillion of you guys. Ah, so you anticipated some form of Quadra-level retaliatory response against your person. That is indeed a curious line of reasoning. Then I must tell you that, unlike your typical batch-streak syndicate, such as the Middle, corporate entities of the city tend to avoid choices that may incur losses. The value of the information that could be extracted from the apprentice of the Middle, and the combat prowess honed under the tutelage of the Great Brother of the Middle, these two considerations are likely will have increased your value in the eyes of the company. Ha! Y'all got zero self-respect, huh? You should consider yourself fortunate. Huh? Heck are you on about? Other companies will not solicit your cooperation by means of verbal exchange. Your interrogator would simply open your cranium, harvest your brain, and extract any and all necessary information without going through intermediary steps such as this. Assistant method, that's crazy. Even without resorting to such methods, the range of your available means to compel the disclosure of the information is practically limitless. Choose serums, hypnotic suggestions, electrical shocks, stimulations, and of course procedures utilizing the distortions and abnormalities. The war crimes for this just shot through the roof. I feel like Kalaheim's trying to use intimidation here, especially with that dark expression. Though I'm not sure if it's going to work on someone like Kira. That being said, the LCE department prefers to distance itself from such uncivilized approaches and may entail complications and after effects, so they're trying not to commit war crimes. I do hope that we share a similar predilection. You're so freaking annoying, you know that, mister? The feeling is entirely mutual. I think he's just annoyed. He doesn't like Faust, he doesn't like Kira, he just doesn't like anyone at this point. Leaving the biting chill of his threats to sink in, Hohenheim turned toward the exit. Give her some push and bring her along. I don't quite seem to be myself today. No, disregard that. That was rather a foolish thing to say. I will defer this matter with you, manager. Work of this sort likely falls more with your capabilities rather than my own. And with that, Hohenheim stepped out of the room, leaving me to deal with Kira. His reaction was understandable. The LCE had only just finished laying its dead researchers to rest. Kira was probably the last person anyone would want to face right now, much less speak to. Yeah, because she killed a lot of them. What should I even say to persuade her? I was still caught in the thought when someone, quite unexpectedly, made her way to Kira. Character development. Character development. We're seeing Ryoshu change based on the events, which hopefully she remembers some of them. Yoshusai? You. Heard you got stabbed in the back by Matthias. That's not true. Papa wasn't landing a fatal blow unless he cut through me too. That's why he did exactly that, to aim for the enemy's head. Besides, he made the right choice. A little sacrificing to thing in the family. Oh, she's blaming herself. Oh, she's blaming herself. Girl, no. Girl, no. Don't do that to yourself. You deserve better than that. Families don't do that. Family. Coming from him, a middle mutt thrown out of his kennel. Ooh, Laura Matthias. Doesn't it sound ridiculous, even to you? That's... thrown out. That Matthias was a GB only by technicality. Great brother only by technicality. He screwed up badly. He was still family by name, but underneath it, everyone hoped he'd disappear quietly on his own. He was that family member nobody wanted around. Same treatment for me, being his brat. Not surprising, it's the ST for the bowl cut too. I'm not sure what that means. Same taste? Oh, young Ryoshu. Could it be that thus does harbor a passionate zeal for I quickly clapped a hand over Don Quixote's mouth as she smoothly chimed into the conversation. So what exactly is your point? The point is that you're taking too long. If you can't decide whether you want to live or die, I can shorten the hesitation. CQ or all SYNC right this instant. I'm not sure what CQ is. Slice your neck clean is sync. I'm not sure what CQ means. Do we have a Sinclair in the chat to like translate? What does that mean? Cooperate. Oh, cooperate quietly. Or I'll snap your neck completely right this instant. Oh, I thought it was clean, but I guess completely works too. I love her smile. She's so goofy looking. This is the same sprite I think they used in the last, not the last April Fool's, but the previous April Fool's. SYNC isn't such a bad way to go if you're keen on taking that loyalty act straight to the grave. I love her new expressions. They're so goofy. This is so crappy. Whatever. I get it, okay? I'll talk if that's what you want so bad. That actually worked? Fixers who go out in a blaze of glory aren't actually the strong ones. It's the ones who survive. The ones who live to see another day and keep getting stronger. Anyway, Yoshi-side, what's up with you talking in these weird abbreviations? Like SYNC, that's so random. Who even says that? Ryoshu didn't bother to reply and simply chewed on the mouth at the end of her cigarette. Ryoshu has a language of her own. That's true, I love cool strawberries. That's so true. YMCA. That's funny. But is this really the right call to her? We're probably just people she needs to settle the score with. As if. Half her tattoos are gone, Clock. They even confiscated her book. You think the middle sorry excuse for loyalty means so much for the stray that she'd bite us? Besides... No. Better to hear it from her instead. Hey, tell me why Matthias kicked the bucket. That's cause... Well, cause Papa was weaker than y'all. Ha! I love this expression. I love this expression from Ryoshu. I don't know why. This is just so her, and I'm surprised we didn't see it until, like, stuff involving her canto. Like, this is so her. Yeah, you're the jerk's brat, alright. Kira pushed herself up from the bed with a sour face, but at least she didn't argue back. And we called Hohenheim, who had been waiting outside, back in. I assume the prisoner was successfully persuaded. Come, you will find your weapon on the table. You may use it in the event of an emergency. What the hell? I can't even unsheath it! Ah, you won't be able to use it without authorization. The code has been slightly adjusted. Now then, let us head to the House of Spiders at once. The back door is up and waiting for us. That's a good that they put a code on it, because she probably just could have killed all of us then and there. We made our way to the House of Spiders, with Kira trailing behind us, looking like she was smelling something particularly fishy on us. As she should. I would be very skeptical too, but at least we got her on the same page, right? Giving her a trauma simulator? Yeah, for real. Ooh, combat. Okay. Clear within 10 turns. No, Gregor, no! Okay, we have a pretty good team here.
명을 받듭니다.
흑수 죽은
Let's have a snake in there.
이번 임무는 내가 나갈게.
명을 받듭니다.
의뢰로군.
보는 눈은 있네요.
Okay.
여기서 저만큼 유능한 인재는 한
we'll be
양을
fine.
틈타.
Okay, let's continue. Only a few days had passed since our last visit, but the place looked markedly different from what we remembered. Oh, all the arts are covered up. Probably because it's considered gruesome. The sight of the hollow, frigid atmosphere and the endless stretch of corridors hadn't changed. But Callisto's so-called artworks were now covered in white sheets, and unfamiliar devices were affixed all around the back doors. Pretty. Who might those people thither be? Whoa. Some sort of like cleanup agent. This is what people look like when they clean up crime scenes too. So it's probably something similar. The corpus art is not so stopped. Yeah, looks like some shady bastards moved in already. Our guarded reaction prompted Hohenheim to step forward and gesture to one of the oddly dressed figures. It seems introductions are in order for both sides. This is a team leader, Alan from Wayfarer Company, who will be working with us on the investigation in the house's back doors. Wayfarer Company? A corporate entity partnered with Limbus Company, responsible for providing portal technology. It has, on prior occasion, been referred to as the new or aspirant W Corp, though the name is an unofficial one. Our employees have also taken to calling you the new L Corp. Oh my goodness, I was right! I was right! Limbus Company is the new L Corp! Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Bro, it's true! It's true! Everything. Dante is A-ing, guys. Dante is A-ing. Bro, everything is linking together. I can see it in my head. I can see it in my head. Bro, they're bringing back the abnormalities. They're collecting them. Like, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Lobotomy Corporation. Oh my goodness. That's crazy. Something we have in common, given that we're both chasing after the same horizon. Ah, I remember. That company vying to take W Corp's place, right? The same horizon. He's probably talking about getting recognized as a wing. After all, the old L Corp has already fallen, while W Corp, from what I've heard, is free falling at this point. My name is Lobotomy, and this is my corporation. Yeah, for real, for real. And these are the manager and senators from the LCB department, our field operations unit, frequently deployed to deal with on-site matters firsthand. They have more personnel, but the rest are tied up with other duties elsewhere. Only a handful will be joining this investigation effort. I understand. Field operation units are almost always understaffed anyway. The support you provided is more than sufficient. Aww, he looks nice. Alan gave an understanding nod, and the man slipped off his bulky helmet before extending his hand in greeting. Pleased to make your acquaintance. The name's Alan, leader of the Door Breach Team 4. Okay, either this dude is so cooked, becoming artwork of the ring, or he's betraying us. There's no way he's this nice, and there's no way he gets to live because of it. Likewise. Before Faust could even relay my reciprocal greeting, words spilled out of Alan's mouth in a strangely uneven rhythm, as if my ticking didn't bother him at all, like he was sticking to a script he had rehearsed. I've heard great things about you, Manager Dante of Limbus Company, and the Blessed team's performance. You capitalized on the suppression of the distortions of T-Corp as leverage to push your products, and the profits were nothing but short of staggering. I heard Bro generated his response with ChatGPT. And Yuri Trauma, yeah, for real. Oh yeah, we're supposed to be distortion resolving specialists to the public, but if that's what the product part about? My manager says we are merely a matter of luck. They also look forward to working with you on this task. Oh, are you the interpreter? In that case, I'll be sure to consult the manager only when both of you are available. Sure. She's been saying sure a lot more. I think ever since she got called stupid, she's just like, yeah, whatever, guys. Faust didn't seem particularly pleased with the role Alan had pinned on her, but she nodded anyway. She quietly came to my side and answered my earlier question while Alan carried on with Tannenheim. He is referring to the monolith sales project. The credit was attributed to the LCB at the express request of Mr. Herbert, T-Corp's executive director. Oh, so that's how the rumor spread, huh? We've reviewed the agreements. Now I understand you'll be assisting in verifying what lies beyond the back doors. I'd appreciate it if you could share any prior knowledge you have about where these back doors connect, as detailed as you can make them if you don't mind. Hanaheim fixed Kira with a pointed look. Though Kira responded by defiantly cocking her head in show of irritation, she still gave up a sliver of information she had. Oh, what is it, Cromer? Honestly, I've got pretty much nothing if it's about the Robo-Unk in his room. I mean, I've seen Albania hit up that door and the other one over there when she was popping out of the farm stuff, but... Farm? Oh, it's gathering material. I see. What kind of material? Oh, he's like nervous. What kind of material? Human guts and all that. She come back hauling piles of them. So they probably connected to some backstreets area. The backstreets. Any more details? Can you stop prying? You're low-key pissing me off. I can imagine Kira's tone like that. Like, just that, like, actually. Or, are you kidding me? Like, oh my goodness, my clothes got wet. Like, she gives me off that kind of vibes. Oh, I'm not gonna say fair enough. What? That's literally all I've got, for real. For a moment, Alan leveled Kira with a stiff expression. And even before I could register what had happened, Kira's head jerked to the side from a sudden punch by Alan. Hey, man. What the hell? Why did you do that? Ugh. I thought Kira was nimble enough to dodge a surprise attack easily, but this one seemed to have caught her completely off guard. She stood there blinking, eyes round in rude surprise. Actually, it wasn't that he caught her off guard. It was the motion of the punch itself that somehow felt off. Fist being raised and the arm being extended, the blow making contact, the chain of actions was there, but it just didn't look normal. Okay, so they first hinted at that his thing is like a script, and then they hinted at that his actions and movements aren't feeling normal. Is Bro a work of art from the Fabuism? Like he's not actually alive, he's not actually real. Did you just hit me? What the hell's wrong with... As Kira reeled from the unexpected strike, Don Quixote spoke up in a cold, sharp tone. Thou, what manner of discourtesy is this? With all that whining, I thought the brat could use a lesson to remind her of her place. Who are you, Valencina? No, don't lay hands on her, bro. I had no intention of damaging your company asset, of course. I simply assumed the level of warning would not be inappropriate in this case. He's like, are you kidding me, bro? Team leader Alan. That sort of conduct may not be an issue in your organization, but it is here. Should it happen again, do understand that we may choose to terminate today's joint engagement without delay. My apologies. I will keep that in mind going forward. Thank you, Hodenheim, for actually stepping up. Not gonna say it's spoilers for this fight. Oh, I see. She's really a prisoner, huh? Yeah, she is. Alan stood down without arguing back, but Kira looked far from satisfied with how Hodenheim handled the situation. He gets to sock me in the face and walk off scot-free? So frickin' annoying. Fortunately enough, her grumbling didn't escalate into her lashing out at Alan. That punch just now, though, what was that? It exhibited a behavior that defied the standard laws of physics. Presumably a form of technology utilized by the Wayfarer Company. Bro used technology to punch a child? Are you kidding me? Let me resume the task at hand. Sinner Ryoshu, give Manager Alan whatever information you may have. She looks so annoyed. She's like, are you kidding me, bro? That door should lead to the one of ring protected turfs. The other two on the left, I remember they were marked with an X painted with blood. But H and I, where they actually lead, it's all blurry. I'm not sure what that means, actually. It seems that all the information we can provide, will that suffice? We now know that the doors likely connect with the perceivable area. That's already a big improvement in terms of the intel for Wayfarer Company's backdoor mapping progress. Have no idea. Yeah, that's fair. Which means there's less chance of us encountering a space beyond human perception past those doors. Alright then, I'll proceed to connection verification. Which door shall we test first? Isn't that your job to, like, know, bud? We'll start with the one Sinner Ryoshu mentioned. Ha! You don't trust me at all, huh? Then why even bring me along? Ignoring Kira's jab, Alan began setting various devices on the door, and soon an elegant white door opened before us. Shall we? Art thou joining us as well, young Hodenheim? Just this once. There are procedures for handling overfield operations. Okay, let's see what's in there. What the? Is this some kind of wildlife exhibit? Ah, here we go, the Fabuism. Wait, isn't that the pallid whale? Ishmael would go crazy if she saw this. The moment we stepped in, the lights hit us all at once, drawing squints and frowns from the sinners. Thanks to my lack of physical eyes, I could make out the room filled with statues, or perhaps taxidermed animals. It felt like a gallery of sorts, but it was so quiet that the air itself seemed to carry a strange, somber weight. After a moment, someone shattered the silence, but it wasn't Don Quixote, our usual suspect. Holy crap! This scale is just insane! That's the whale from the 8th Association Great Lakes Special Issue! Kira, who seemed to be beaten down all along, examined it with a bit more energy in her voice. Man, seeing it in real life sure hits different. And the Indigo Elder Solar one-shots these monsters with the harpoon of his, huh? It's a Great Lake whale. It doesn't look like the one we've encountered, though. Organisms of various sources can be identified here. Singularity modified, outskirts born. They look almost alive. They're not, right? I'm playing the story, was watching you play it. Nice. Oh, H and I means have no idea. That's good to know. Oh. That's really funny. Okay, that's good to know. Thank you. I love cool strawberries. No, they're not, duh. They're Oh, Robo-Unk did say that the ring had these zoos where they put the monsters to display alive. Man, this would have been way more fun if we could see the moving ones. Everything here is dead. Meh. Still looks crazy sick though. The vibe really hits. Even though she was trying to play it cool, Kira kept sneaking glances at the massive horns display off to the side, clearly surprised in a way she couldn't hide. I'm having you read it while I fight? Nice. That said, I felt a distinct shortage of hyperactivity given the presence of a certain someone in our party. Why is Dawn so meh about this? Don Quixote? The eye of a second kindred. Of house tippies. What is it doing here? Oh. After the mention of the word kindred, I couldn't help but follow Don Quixote's gaze. Opposite of the well was another kind of exhibit. It contained items leaning on the more gruesome side of things, staring with a crimson eyeball that caught Don Quixote's attention, and body parts like hands and bones as though it looked like it had been stripped from a human body. It's a gallery of the school of Fabuism, probably a main studio at that, which comes with the maestro's altar at an auction house. Alan, we will be making our exit shortly. Prepare to initiate a lockdown sequence. Before Hodenheim could even finish his urgent transmission, numerous footsteps closed in from somewhere nearby. Whoa, hello, hi. Turning towards the sound of shoes cracking on the floor, we found strange figures wearing animal masks, staring directly at us. That presence, it's kinda like Papa's. Ain't no way. That's not a raid boss we can clear at our level. We gotta get out of here. It's not that simple. Retreating is not a viable solution here. This door is connected to the House of Spiders. Escaping without installing a security system would invite pursuit. We must stall them until Alan is ready to initiate a lockdown sequence. As tension thickened, one of the strangers who wore a peculiar bone mask, Sauron? Hello? Stepped forward. The voice that spoke to us carried an equal part of curiosity and delight. You came through that door. Is this the main guy that Mersol does? Interesting, rag of fur. Then the house's fall wasn't just a baseless rumor. A stray little spiderling fallen from her parents' web. How many years has it been? Oh, Ryoshu's like, are you kidding me? Another one of these guys. Who are you? Oh, wait, no. She doesn't know this guy. Ah, right. It makes sense that you would fail to recognize me. I used to wear a different mask back when I used to visit you as your tutor, didn't I? A wolf, if the memory serves right. Yes, that must have been where I was quite captivated by the sensation of tearing into the raw, still thrashing flesh of living prey, and the predator's ferocious yet carvenously resonant howling. Rings a bell. Oh, her expression darkened. She might know this guy. You're that maestro whose whole lesson was a 3-hour sermon praising the intensity of primary colors and the strength of living creatures. Benoit, wasn't it? That's right. Emily Benoit. And they say that you can't hatch a phoenix from a chicken's egg. Doesn't always apply, I see. Looks like that mind of yours is so sly as a raven, unlike your nurse father's. Don't presume. I only remember you because of the tactility of hides and guts, made for a passable AW. At first glance, it looked like Ryoshu was casually taking a trip down memory lane with the maestro, but I had a feeling she was, in fact, dragging this out on purpose to buy us time. That lockdown sequence thing, how much longer till it's ready? Young Hohenheim, the lockdown sequence. Don Quixote, who had been shooting the ring members in the increased glare sparked by the discovery of the Kindred's Eye, swiftly relayed my words to Hohenheim without even a hint of her earlier shenanigans. I'm afraid that the progress and speed of a lockdown sequence lies in Alan's hands, not mine. It is, by its nature, a time-consuming work. We cannot expect haste. Perhaps that does make a suitable juncture to trial Plan A. Plan A? Any suggestions that involve Don Quixote removing her shoes will not be dignified with a serious discussion. Yeah, that might end really badly. Instead, maybe what Hohenheim had in mind had nothing to do with Don Quixote's shoes, because he opened his mouth as though he was about to retort Faust's categorical objection. Though, I mean, it probably would be a bad idea, because if they got second kindred eyes and parts from her relatives, then it's probably not... Yeah, it would end horribly. Then they probably have the skills to take down Dawn as a kindred if they were able to harvest parts. So, yeah, that would be a terrible idea, because they would just try to harvest on Quixote. But the moment he followed Faust's eyes and saw what she was looking at, he quietly shut his mouth and said nothing further. Faith and potentially is not something I dislike. As for this, however, this seems more like grasping at straws. At the end of their gaze was Ryoshu's blade, Araya Shiki. I was gonna try using it. Anyway. New expression, new expression. I've long awaited to see if a maestro's death is any different. Telling him that we're just leaving won't work, will it? No, it won't. Every individual present here will be a quite fascinating specimen to the artists of the ring. We are practically a windfall inspiration of material that has so conveniently been delivered to them. It is improbable that they will allow us to turn unharmed. Faust is right. She and Hanaheim are geniuses, and Ryoshu is the wielder of Araya Shiki. Don Quixote is a kindred of a higher generation, and I happen to house a golden bow in my head. I have no idea how much information the ring has on us, but even if they knew nothing, they wouldn't let us go easily. Are you sure about this, Ryoshu? Doesn't matter if I'm SAT or not, Cluck. Sure about this or not, Cluck. Think of that woman as Li Hang, and do as you did in HC's mansion. I'll take care of the rest. Right, that's probably your best shot. What Ryoshu meant was quite clear. Resonate with the golden bow, secure an advantage to fight on equal footing, and then catch them off guard by slowing them down the flow of time. A cut from the Araya Shiki, even if it doesn't give us a real fighting chance, might at least stall the maestro long enough to give us some time to get away. This floor of the exhibit only houses submissions from the students and docents. But if you look closely enough, there are some passable ones that show the promise of excellence. And above all, this is the gallery of the School of Fabulism. And mine, the gallery of Emile Benoit? Which is why I would have preferred you to take you without an unnecessary fight, if possible. A shame. Still, we're talking about a unique relic here, a masterless one at that. Acquiring the Araya Shiki makes it worth the cost. If you want a taste. Oh, that's new. Huh? Confusion flickered across Ryoshu's face as she tried to unsheath her blade. What's the matter? How? The lock of the House of Spiders used to bind the Araya Shiki no longer exists, so why can't I draw the blade? Now that's unexpected. So the rumors of you mastering that relic, were they false? Oh! The maestro only gave a loose swing of her arm, but it was enough to make Ryoshu recoil. A shadow of surprise crossed her face. The wound looked like if nothing more than a light gash, yet the maestro's contemplative gaze shifted between the blood on Ryoshu's arm and her own, as though the attack had been an experiment to prove a hypothesis. It wasn't hard to guess what she was thinking. Noticed, did you? I had my doubts from the moment I saw you today. Was the House of Spiders a success or a failure? Tell me, Yoshi-san, what do you think a serpent's defining strength is? What are you on about now? Ask any student, and they'll give you the same predictable answers. The deadly venom, the sleek scales. Why, it's lamentably disappointing. The maestro advanced towards us in an assured certainty, and seized a beige thread dangling from the ceiling. No, calling it a mere thread would be wrong. This was something that resembled a thread, yet felt much more disturbing. I, for one, have a particular liking for the jaw and the spine. The flexibility of the spine, linked like a chain in the jaw, bound not by bone, but by ligaments that allow the animal to swallow its prey whole. Perhaps I should have said that I admired their structural refinement. The thrice coiled ring on her ring finger gave a coiled glint, and the walls of the ceiling suddenly began to echo with a sickeningly squelch and crack of flesh and bones assembling. What the hell is that? Which brings me to ask, what better way to claim this delivery of promising material with a single bite than a work of art fashioned from a snake? The maestro plunged her arm into the long serpentine body of a monster. Her sheer presence radiated a pressure as oppressive that of the nurse fathers, only more primal and untempered. Okay. Consider it a privilege. This is the first time this piece has ever been exhibited to an outsider. Hodenheim, is the lockdown sequence still not ready? 1 minute to go. Step aside. The attack from the ego gear Hodenheim hastily brandished didn't even last a moment. The weapon was knocked from his hand. Oh, wow. As I scrambled to equip the sinners with their identity, something abruptly stopped the beast-like appendage midway through its hurtling motion. Kira! And the one who intercepted the blow. Crap. This is who the Rodion ID is based off? Oh, good to know. Was Kira, struggling to push back against the serpentine arm with her steel blades. Kira? Did she suddenly have the change of heart I wasn't aware of? Crap, this wasn't the plan at all. Obviously not, she couldn't have changed her mind that quickly. Because the look on her face couldn't be anything other than that of utter regret. Little, For someone who doesn't seem to be a proper member, you've inked quite the quantity of tattoos onto yourself. Aha, you must be the new kid Matthias took in. Why do you stand in my way? Oh crap, if I know, I'm already regretting it, alright? Crap, if you're definitely gonna ditch me here, why did I even? Must be instinct taking over. Couldn't fully shake off the opponent's killing intent, so the body chose to clash head-on. So the behavioral facet of the site can be controlled with suitable training. Unexpected data, but useful to be sure. Oh, shut it, mister. Quit yapping and let me use my blades! Authorized and ready. Lifting locks now. Kira's thermal weapons emerged from their sheaths with a metallic clang. She used the recoil of the motion to skid back and assume a defensive state. But I was trying to make a Matthias joke. That's crazy. It got caught on stream. Clipped, Cromer. You're never escaping that. Naturally, that broke Benoit's arm from the deadlock as well. The maestro lashed out again with a monstrous limb, but, huh? 'Tis a foul injustice to strike against an unprepared opponent in a duel. Behold, for I shall allow thee a glimpse of that word form that only the most re-owned fixers have displayed through the ages. Seeing an opening, Don Quixote slammed her arm with her full might, knocking it off its trajectory. Predictably, however, the sheer force of the maestro's attack instantly reduced her into a red sludge of flesh and bone, sending her remains crashing into the door. Ready to initiate lockdown sequence, I will seal the door immediately upon your exit. Everyone to the door. Faust retrieves the organic remnants of sinner number 3. As Faust made her exit to what once was Don Quixote, the students of the ring surrounded Kira, barging her way out. A hollow chuckle slippered out of her lips. Called it for real. That's exactly why I didn't want to get involved. Taking Kira back with us would mean having a sizable force of the ring trail right behind her through the door. Kira, too, seemed to have realized the risk that no one in their right mind would want to take. She lowered her head in defeat, as though she knew full well her fate that awaited her. Yep, your message stays on the video. It was on the video. I'm such a dumb person. What was I thinking diving in like that? You, don't just stand there. Get over here now. Huh? But these guys are gonna come flooding in if I... You, TTM, wanna get cleaved in half again? You pin this on me later, you're gonna pay. Blocking the maestro's arm by a hair as it came down on her again, Kira hurled herself toward the door with every bit of strength she could muster. More than a few students rushed in through the doorway, chasing after the sinners who had gone in ahead, but lockdown sequence complete. All backdoor links had been cut. Fortunately, Ala managed to sever the connection between the two backdoors before the maestro could cross over. Ball cut. Think you can still use your arms? I'm fine. So she says. Kira would be a strong enough in addition to a fight for us, but the ring members that had managed to cross-formed a rather sizable force. Fighting them off with just the sinners I have on my side would not be the best course of action. In that case, guys, I assume you're all available right now? As soon as I call out to the sinners, their voices came from Hollowheim's radio one after another. Huh? I guess so? Ready for your order, Executive Manager. I owe this and prepared to answer your call whenever and wherever. Hang on, I just need to finish this fight. Everyone to me. Dante's like, get your butt over here right now. Ooh.
단순해서 좋군. 9번 수감자. 물론
okay, so we got some like an imperfect glimpse of the power that shall reign over the kingdom. Interesting. Of course, they're bleeding sinking units. Try has 5 mod color. Use coin 3 in additional time. What's coin 3 do? Mod color. 1 bleed potency. Gain 1 bleed. Okay. Defense down. These paints made from the same base materials. Augmentation tattoos. They're both high in undeniable pigments that take considerable effort to erase, let alone bleach. Okay, well, win rate hasn't failed us yet. We have Kira as an ally. Yes, finally! That's so exciting. I'm so happy for her. She deserved better, and now we got better for her. Honglu, you're a failure. So are you, Faust. What the heck? You know, you could roll more heads, Sinclair, but okay. Okay, well done, Dawn. That was really good. Ooh, go, Kira! Good! Well done, Kira. She's not as overpowered as she was in the boss fight, but maybe that's just because she's still healing. Healing! AKA... Oh, guys. The enemy when you fight them versus the enemy when you get them as a playable character. That's just this. The enemy when you fight them versus the enemy when you get them as a playable character. Oh my days. You should have used Kira Ishmael too. I don't think I have Kira Ishmael actually. Surprisingly, I don't have her. Does it count as a spoiler if it's really a minor to the story but really funny? You could share, I guess. Oh, Kira. You poor thing. Rip. Wow, these guys have a really high base. Ow. 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 Okay. Alright. I have Kira now, that's good. Do you want me to put her as a support? If you'd like to, sure. But again, I'm not sure if I have like a team to support Kira. Never knew Charon could swear. Oh, really? We get Charon? That's nice. Oh, ouch. Faust, you're really on the struggle bus right now. Oh my gosh. These guys are rolling so high. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay. This is bad. This is bad. What the heck is that announcement, Don Quixote? Okay. Do your thing. Oh, I'm curious who's gonna call on because Faust is staggered. Ooh, you sang. Alright. Ooh, good. Well done, you two. Well done. Do it again. Oh, he's gonna go alone. Okay. Ooh, well done, Honglu. Great job. Thanks, Lee Hang. Really appreciate it. This team is good. It's a good team. They really got good synergy together. He's almost staggered. You got him. Good. Well done. There we go. I'm sure we gotta fight the actual Ring Maestro guy as like the boss of the Cinderella, but that's a future us problem. Can I send you a laughing disco? I'm not sure what that means, to be honest. Student impulsive. Okay, so they're just different students. What the frick is that? I get these ones are wolves, but what is that? Is that like a... What kind of animal is that? That's so weird. You guys are weird. Actually, I kind of want you to use fluid stacks just in case, because they're a little bit high rolling. Ooh, good thing I did. You haven't seen the Brain Rot YouTube short lives?
이 전투는 승리.
Yeah, I probably haven't. Ooh, well done, Faust.
뭘 어떻게 한 거야?
That will secure us a victory.
그런 건 배우자 나도.
That zoom out was really weird. I'm tired already. Might have to put this into 2 parts. Good.
실력을 좀
Great.
내시네요.
놀만치 노른 것 같은 게.
얼마나 좋습니까?
이제 싸게 치워불고 들어가자.
Ooh, I do like this art. It's pretty neat. It's only the first door, and the implements are already beyond expected levels. I swear, I thought that was it for me back there. Events of this nature won't be frequent. They were merely bested by ill luck. If you just listened to me and picked another door, we wouldn't have gotten cooked like that in the first place. Bro has my same language. Me and Kira share the same vocabulary. You should accept my friend request. I should. I will do it after this. Like, why even drag me into this if you weren't gonna trust me, you weirdos? We would have opened them all at the end of the day, SD. SD? What's that? Same difference. Again, why shorten it like that? Just say duh or something, or just spell it out and say it was anticipated. That's W-A. Good work, everyone. Wayfarer does have a team dedicated to this sort of task, but the mortality rate is quite high. Honestly, I was bracing myself for the worst. The odds of completing the first door of an expedition without any casualties are under 15%. This, by all measures, counts as a flawless expedition. Tapping away at his device, Alan addressed with an imbecile smile. He seemed totally different from the same man who had manhandled Kira with a fist of her face. He's probably not a real person. Those Favulus won't be able to cross over anymore with the door completely locked down, right? That cannot be asserted with certainty. Are you saying more might come? The corridors and back doors have always been the ring's turf, Clock. And those Favulus beasts have endured a long-standing faction with the ring. If they've got that much history, they must know many back doors, both their origin and destination points. Alan clarified what Ryoshu was hinting at. Yes, compared to them, we lack sufficient knowledge of our alternate routes, which makes it difficult to prevent infiltration. No need to concern yourselves over much. Even if that were much the case, it is unlikely they would move on the House of Spiders so soon. They could always rush for a surprise attack, though. Even that fabulous Maivestro seemed to lack clear intel on the event that took place at the House of Spiders. If so, it follows that they will need time to assess the deliberate about the situation. That's wasting air, gotcha. I can understand her somewhat. That's good. The game just kicked off for a new download. Are you kidding? Peter, the horse is here. Extra 1.91 megabyte download. That's crazy. The situation? The logical scope of their concerns will be identifying the organization that has secured the House of Spiders, the possibility of additional traps beyond the back doors, and the like. Once all backdoor-related procedures are tied to the House of Spiders are completed, the resulting security framework should be able to preempt and block any infiltration attempts. This operation is more important than I thought. That aside, why couldn't I draw the blade? Is it a new scabbard's fault? Ryoshu lifted the sheathed sword with an irritated frown, and that's when I felt a faint vibration. The blade was twitching ever so slightly. That quivering, most faint, 'twas seen by all indeed. Dang, I saw it too. Is it possessed or something? Looks like I wasn't the only one who saw the sword twitching, as though it wasn't pleased at all with how Ryoshu was talking about the scabbard. Her daughter. Is this just the Genu and what's her name? The K-pop demon hunter's name. Like the Genu living in her sword meme all over again. Like he's just alive in the sword and just plays random stuff and controls the sword now. Araya is in spectator mode. Yeah, for real. Not the K-pop demon hunters reference. This is just a Genu living in her sword all over again. Like, oh my goodness. Araya is in spectator mode. Ryoshu's gaze lingered on the sword before slowly shifting toward the back doors. Could it be that seeing the scabbard brought back some memory of Araya? Ryoshu, do you? Is it an SS? A demon edge, an enchanted blade? Which is it? It's probably neither of those, nor is it a sentient sword. Not the Rumi X Genu flashback. I'm sorry. Sorry guys, I had to. This presents a fine opportunity to conduct another examination of the sword. Excuse us for a moment, Team Leader Alan. Please feel free to go ahead. The attack just now damaged some devices, so we're going to have to perform some maintenance before continuing. There's plenty of other work for me to do while you're away too. Are we to return to the headquarters research facility then? No, that won't be necessary. There's a facility here that should prove more than adequate. Oh, okay. How long is this intervallo?
또 한 줄
Well done,
길을
Kongbu.
남겼고
Well done, Mr. Sittable Lab.
빗물진 길일 뿐이지만
That's what I'm calling you from now on. My
세월이 지나면
chat will not let it go
홍어는
for me
그제야
that I
알게
once
되겠지.
called Honglu's lap a Sittable Lab,
이
and
홍어가
now I'm living with the consequences. So now you are Mr. Sittable Lab, because I guess that's what I'm known for. Oh, it doesn't give me like a... No, are you kidding me, bro? Okay. Oh, I don't like that number. I don't like that number at all. Wait, hold on. Let's get... I don't think that's actually enough to start drawing. I don't like... Bro, there it is. The new download. That... Bro, are you kidding me? How long has stream been going for? 2 hours already? I mean, it makes sense because we had to wait an hour, but... I'm not sure how long I want to stay up. Dude. Oh, there's Araya. She's down there. Kira, Loki, Bat. What are you saying, Bore? What are you saying? That's crazy. That's crazy. Okay. Keep going before I get copyrighted on the song. Thank you. Okay. Alright. Alright, here's me accepting your friend request. There you go. Okay. We gotta continue on. I suppose. Yay. Relics and the sign. Okay. Hodenheim brought us to what looked like a research lab, lined with cables, rows of screens, and diagrams full of complex symbols and shapes. Oh my days, 9.54 made me die of laughter. Oh boy, I'm curious. I didn't know there was a place like this in the House of Spiders. This is a forward base constructed by Limbus Company following the Operation Spider Pyre. It did not exist prior to the house's fall. It is intended for additional backdoor investigation and research into irregular phenomena observed during the observation. Irregular phenomenon? An example. Research subjects such as the spiral analysis of the correlation between the emergence of Sinner 11's sign and the manifestation of a possible future. Oh. Looking around, I spotted Sinclair and a group of researchers surrounding him, the same people who had dragged him off earlier. They were accompanied by a gaggle of sinners who had tagged along to either watch the show or kill some time while they took a breather after work. Hodenheim, how long will the examination take? With Sinclair's biometric assessment concluded, the analyzer device should be available for the relic now. Which means that it should be finished an hour from now, at the latest. The scabbard rattled again at the mention of an hour. I don't know why or how, but the way it swayed, it almost felt like a child trembling. It wants... Maybe Araya wants to be remembered? It's moving again. Come along, Ryoshu. I expect you want to witness the procedure. Fine. Ryoshu and Hodenheim headed off to the side. An examination was probably going to start immediately. Time to get to Sinclair then. Wait. I was making my way towards Sinclair, who was getting bombarded with questions, when an unexpected figure behind the pillar caught my eye. Hi, Vespa. How's it going? It was Vespa Cartero, with a big piece of paper covered in a crooked handwriting taped on his back. Snack thief? Manager. Carrot snacks. Mr. Stringbean ate up all of them. Sorry, but I think there's been some misunderstanding. Ferg. Language? Language! Oh my goodness, you can't just order work around like that. That's crazy. Watch your mouth, Charon. Watch your mouth. Oh yeah, Ryoshu's sword is timophobic. That makes so much sense. The red gaze versus the yellow harpoon. Who would win, guys? Who would win? My vote's on the red gaze, to be honest, just with more experience. He's just like, are you kidding me right now? Not only is this matter not worth pointing fingers over, but Charon also shares some of the responsibility for leaving them out on the table unattended. Still, I would prefer if you exercise more care next time, or you'll put me in a tough spot. He's like, he's like looking at Vespa like, hey, help me out here. I don't want to disappoint my kid, okay? He's such a dad. He's such a dad. This is so goofy. I think I'm ahead of you in progress, but I want to say I'm satisfied so far with the intervallo. That's good, Pleasant Lemon. Also this part, you're at is funny as hell. That's good. I'm having fun. This is really funny. As he eats the snack! Did you hear the sound effect? As he eats the snack, he just like munches on it. He's like, understood, yeah. Through muffled teeth as he's eating it. Charon, super silky mood engage. Not talking for half a day. Deploying super pass bitter candy. Beep, beep. Mode disabled. I'm not sure if this is an appropriate request, but may I remove the paper from my back now? It's a little inconvenient for me. Bro's so embarrassed. He's like, do I have to keep this paper on from this child? Bro's rage baiting Charon. Yeah, for real. Vespa is a gluttonous bastard, clearly, if he didn't have more character and distortion detected. Charon forgives this time. Next time, no mercy. Best make sure she doesn't listen to that radio channel again. Virgilius looked on with an inscrutable expression as Charon peeled the snack thief sign off Vespa's back. Oh my goodness, that's too funny. Make sure to remember this, so I don't have to think I'm burning through what little candy chance I have left on such trivial nonsense. Thank you. I'm glad that the color fixers are like, yeah, okay, like, they're just two grown men being like, yeah, sorry about that. Vespa gave a polite thanks, but he was already picking something off another plate and stuffing it into his mouth. Bro, what did we just talk about? What did we just talk about? You gluttonous pig. You gluttonous pig, bro. Oh, wait a minute. I was saving that for later. I assumed you were being picky. Well, now you know. Yeah, I was seeing you gobbling up my share. Ugh, he took my snack too. Ver, kick his... Everyone wants the red gaze versus the yellow harpoon, bro. Bro, they want to see this fight happen. I also love how they have full confidence that Virgilius can just absolutely demolish this new color fixer. Rodion Romanovich. Whoa! Whoa, full name drop. Full name drop. That's new. I haven't seen that name since I actually studied the source material. That's crazy. Epic rap battle, begin! I am aware that half of the total snack budget allocated to each center is being funneled into your snacking expenses, and now you're raiding into the LCE supply as well. So chill, that's totes being agreed upon, okay? Besides, that's that... Huh? Hey guys. Rodion might be more important than we think. You don't just drop a line like this from Library of Verona said by Roland and expect me not to theorize that Rodion has some ties to Roland then. That's not a line that you just drop. I understand that it's a Library of Verona reference, because I watched a little bit of it. But that particular line is crazy to drop on the most unimportant sinner. So we can assume that the sinners who have their real names used are probably also their full name in this game? Yeah, likely. It is Roland, yeah. Bro is so done. Bro is so done. He's like, I'm managing 15 children here, and now I have to add Vespa to it. The lines of Virgilius' brow looked deeper than usual today. Hoping to help him out of his endless cycle of snack-related headaches and to satisfy my own nagging curiosity, I drew near our guide and broke his brooding silence with my TikToks. Did we learn anything about Sinclair's sign? Roland is a backstreet, guys, right? Yeah, he might be. Rodion's unimportance wraps around to being important, to be fair. True. Dante's inquiring about the outcome of the research on the sign. I've heard from the researchers, but nothing of particular significance came out of it. Observation of the sign has so far been limited to 2 individuals, the manager and Sinclair. Due to the limited accessibility of the phenomenon, the only verifiable information has so far been its existence. Researching that which cannot be observed is bound to be difficult. Yep, that tends to be that way. Baus has a point. Aside from Sinclair, none of the sinners can actually see the sign. And the same would go for the researchers. Even Sonia said only a few select people could perceive it. If there were more individuals bearing signs, there would be a wider pool for a comparative analysis of statistical samples to narrow down the scope. However, records indicate no suitable references exist. At present, the research effort is limited to reducing variables such as whether or not the irregular phenomena are tied to the location where the battle took place. Oh, gee, Faust, you gotta stop yapping. Just concise it. By individuals bearing signs, you mean people like Damien and Sanson? Wait, then could this guy do what Sinclair did? Pull some superpowered future self and just wreck everything? Even Sonia? I should step in and put an end to the subject before Rodia gets the blues. Too late. Too late. You already failed as a manager, Dante. I don't think so. From what Ishmael and Faust reported back then. Right. Sinclair from the future said each sign carries its different power, I think. Maybe you know those layers of light rings Damien used to finish off Cromer? The Mung? Did you know he used like 8 Mung to kill Cromer? Like, it's kind of insane when, you know, GQ only used 5 Mung to kill Li Heng. Or Sanson dragging us into his story. Those could be it. Aye, that doth seem plausible. So none of that is information we can confirm yet. Correct. As you have stated, any discussion of the subject would not venture beyond the realm of wild speculation. So basically this is Project Moon being like, either we don't want to write it yet, or we don't want to reveal it yet, because it's like a plot down the road or something. So yeah, they're likely not gonna actually reveal anything to us, unfortunately, about this. We are left to wonder. Thanks, Project Moon. And thus there is response at the present. Yisang, hi! This is at best grounded in supposition. Did it mean superstition? But it would seem that the researchers are coaxing forth a hypothesis from the vestiges left in the wake of Sinclair's future self. Oh, that bit about the sign may be some singularity or whatever, yeah? The precise position of the hypothesis was the fundamental principles of the signs working may be equivalent to those of singularities or relics. We've heard... Okay, so they're talking about relics as if they're like a normal thing. Did I miss something as I was reading through this, that like relics was suddenly a thing? Because like I feel like I remember seeing them first mentioned in Canto 7, but now all of a sudden they're talking like they're a normal thing in the city. But I still don't feel like we have a lot of context on how relics work. Anybody know in chat? Can anybody help me out? Like, do we know more on relics, or are you guys, or are you guys just as lost as I am? Vespa had my kids, please. That's crazy, Cromer. That's crazy. I see. Then nothing came out of them dragging Sinclair off for that research. Oh, you also thought it was being dragged off, but I still let it happen anyway? No, I mean... I'm kidding. Just thought I'd try going along with the mood. I don't know. About as lost as I am with relics, to be honest. Valentina has the Eye of Odin. Odin foresees the future as the god of gods of basically Norse mythology. Wait, when is it mentioned that she has the Eye of Odin? He's able to foresee the future, I think. Wait. But if the existence of Odin exists, then that brings in a lot of complications because, you know, we have Greek mythology already with Hermes for the index and whatnot, but then Odin is from a completely different mythology. How are they going to bend that together? Are they just going to use that for different names of arbiters? watch a video about them, but it just showed how little I knew about them. Valentina has the Eye of Odin in her passive. I see. I feel like that complicates things more than it should. And they're battled in one stage. Oh. No, old Sinclair wouldn't have thought to even joke around like that. He's really changed lately. For the better, I think. Oh, he's blushing. Cute boy. He's so cute boy. Perhaps all the relics are from different mythologies. Maybe. So, did anything happen that we should worry about? I stuck close to him just in case. Nothing serious came up. Just took some blood, a small skin sample. Oh, and they were also checking that the sign reacts to electrical stimulation. Yeah, and I had to fill out some questionnaires too. Things like, please describe what you remember from the battle exactly as it happened, or list the sensations when you felt when you regained consciousness. Shows how much stuff they wanted to show in Canto 9 but never set up until it was too late. Yep, exactly. I'll give Canto 4 this. It was slow, but it allowed for information to flow with care and was easier to catch everything. That's true. Also with Meneninsel staff. Hermes is from the Greek, being a messenger of God symbolized with Venus and Neptune. Venus or Neptune is Roman mythology. So Venus is Aphrodite and Neptune is Poseidon, if I remember correctly. But those are Roman names for somewhat similar Greek gods. They're kind of the same, but also have somewhat different characteristics. But yeah, Aphrodite and Poseidon would probably be their Greek names. Also with a medicinal staff. The god of medicine in Greek mythology would be Apollo. Oh, hi, Bets! My dog is deciding to say hi. And your memories of that moment have yet to return? No, I don't know if they'll ever come back, actually. Faust said they only exist with my future self, so... Did you? You sneak it. Go. Shoo. I love you. I might need to light a candle after her being in here. I know I'm going, so that's alright. Wait, but for my future self to even have those memories, shouldn't I carry them in the first place? Which comes first? A paradox, it would seem. In such a case. Kira be the brain brother team is crazy. Sinclair is merely one branch among many possible futures. Oh, I'm not reading all that. Here you go again, more of that nonsense, only you lot understand. Dude, Heathcliff and I are on the same wavelength, bro. They just start talking and yapping. I'm like, oh my goodness, get to the good stuff, just summarize it. Oi, memory or not, the future guy can still come out of him, didn't he? And some part of it's gotta be left in there somewhere, yeah? Like muscle memory or whatever. Perhaps he can still pull off some of those tricks from back then. Why didn't this happen when Ricardo happened? Because we were cooked. Tricks from back then? Heard you kicked out proper out there. Even pulled out that trick you picked up from that plastered old geezer, right? Not just that, he was using that Mong technique quite effortlessly too. What? That glowing ring thing? Yep, the glowing ring thing. He had two of them coiled around his weapon. I used the glowing ring thing? I love how they're all shocked by this. This is the first time I'm hearing anything about it. Alright, so what exactly is the glowing ring thing? Anyone? Maybe some technique that enhances physical ability? I mean, I guess that flashy aura makes you real tough's one part of it. There's gotta be more, right? Don't know. Could be a secret finger thing they pass down to their members. Technique, gear, something like that. The grass implementation, yeah, for real. Look at it. The Black Colony leader, that Li Hang prick, the nurse fathers we fought. Whole lot of them fingers, ain't they? The notion seems to unravel. Even among the LCD, there were those who came to wield it. And Virgilius, too. So what, only the proper hard bastards can use it? Some posh top-end trick, is it? Without anyone particular prompting it, the sinners slowly turned their gaze toward Virgilius and Vespa. I only learned to wield it from my team leader, too. I have a sensory understanding of Shin, but I can claim nothing too profound. However, when I can spare some rumors, so they're all without proper sources. Rumors? They circulate among elite fixtures and association leadership. Now, there exists a power called Shin, capable of enhancing the body without having to pay expensive upkeep costs. A rumor among fixters, sayest thou? Yes, even the technique itself to manifest it, how-to tips really, spread through hearsay. Oh yeah, that tracks. That super rookie column in the latest Mong bonus vid. Bro was really popping off with it. Straight up aura farms with a shiny Mong wrapped around the weapon. Must be that mine eyes have yet to privy to see such a marvel in the video. Wait, you serious? It's in the latest issue. Literally the videotape in the back. Maybe you missed it? Videotape? Bro, she's so old. She's such a nerd, but she's so old, bro. She's like, what's a videotape? How do I change the background on my phone, Sonny? Alas, for many a week I have been stranded from Effie, reviving me a chance to read not only the prior chronicle, but the latest one as well. Woe is me, when I return I shall feast through the night upon these noble exploits of adventuring fixers. As Don Quixote dramatically spiraled into a state of utter dejection, Otis cut into the conversation, her gaze narrowing with suspicion. From what I recall, the Mantle de Shin grants its users a high degree of physical enhancement. Does Otis have Shin? There is no such thing as reinforcement without supplies, no power of magnitude that comes with an equivalent of cost wheeled to it. Power relies on emotion and will for manifestation. Its output's not consistent like prosthesis and augmentation. And depending on how it is used, the consequence it demands can reach levels comparable to the ego you use. You mean to say that it exacts a toll upon the mind? I can walk you through the fundamentals if you'd like. From what I observed, it appeared to be a technique reserved for those of considerable strength. At the current level, it is not unreasonable to assume we could make use of it. Regarding that, our team leader has been conducting intensive research. Why is Virgil kinda... I like Virgilius. If I'm a simp for anyone, it's gotta be Virgilius. And according to her, physical strength itself has little bearing on one's ability to learn and wield Shin. As the Yellow Harpoon says, it is, in essence, a power that can be learned by almost anyone, provided they know the proper method of training. Vespa's brows visibly twitched at the moment Yellow Harpoon left Virgilius' lips. Yet, doesn't seem like he's a big fan of his own title, the Yellow Harpoon. Well, it fits, I think. He's got the yellow stripes on his clothes, and he uses a harpoon too. Can he argue with that? If I were to exaggerate, even Senator Sane's pre-contract self could manage to learn it. Why must the self of mine be chosen as a point of comparison? Because you scored last in the LCE, bro. Well, because you're the wimpiest one here. Don't let it get to you. Sinclair be the second wimpiest ones. Even so, it would be a mistake to assume it's a power anyone can grasp with ease. As long as you are bound by the contract as sinners, your ability to wield it will be severely limited, unless you rely on particular identities or come upon an extraordinary circumstance. Shame that. Would have been useful. Hey, then what about me? Can I learn it too? Kira, who had been fidgeting with her fingers, raised an arm and asked as though she couldn't hold the question back any longer. Come to think of it, the little nurse father didn't use any Shinnermong. Papa never taught me how to use it. He always said I could get stronger without a stupid crutch like that. Huh. It wasn't that he didn't teach you, he couldn't. He was a man who probably never had once reflected upon his own sins. A piece of trash like him would be incapable of even comprehending such a power in the first place. Ooh, that might not be the right choice of words to use around Kira. Wow, imagine if the new ID started using Mon. That'd be crazy. The power creep is real. Oh, she looks so sad. Poor girl. Vespa's response always comes back dripping with venomous hatred whenever the conversation turns up to the topic of fingers. Kira must have noticed it too, or perhaps she simply couldn't find the right words to push back. Either way, she held her tongue, her expressions settling into the blend of frustration to something that looked a little too close to sadness. If you want to reduce it to a yes or no, then yes. You will be able to learn it with the odds in your favor. Oh, a little smirk, I saw that. That is, assuming that the company decides to tolerate your continued existence. I already said I get it. As it stands, you're nothing more than a pending case of disposal, closer to the threat you are to an ally, strictly speaking. Don't get too comfortable, because the manager and the sinners treat you with lenience. Step out of line and you will be the one who pays the price. There was nothing in what Virgilius said that I could argue with. Kira had been a member of the House of Spiders. She murdered scores of the LCE researchers and left us with plenty of memories we'd rather not revisit. For now, we're just working together. Not contesting that decision doesn't mean we have no hard feelings toward her. Leaving Kira alone with her thoughts, the Cinders slipped back into their own business. Snacks, idle chatter, and conversation about whatever happened around LCE. The examination is concluded. I suppose it won't be an issue to let you hear the results together. And before we knew it, Hohenheim and Ryoshu returned. Okay guys, it's almost 11. I am tired. I don't know how long this canto is. Hey guys, for those of you that are ahead, do you know how long this intervallo is? Could you give me any hints whatsoever? That would be awesome. Could take a while? Okay. Maybe like an hour or two? I've already spent an hour, no, 2 hours actually, on it. Might need 2 more streams. I just got to the first mini-boss, I think. Oh, wow. I don't think it will need 2 more streams. I just started the stream really late, but like tomorrow I can hop on it way earlier and then probably grind that way. And probably just finish it then. So I'll probably put this into 2 streams just because I do have an early class and I don't want to be up super late because I'm not doing super well in the class, and well, that's because the teacher gave me a bad grade and one assignment that bumped in my grade. But anyway, I don't feel like I need to explain all that. I guess we'll gamble more when we get back to try and get, or can we just shard her? Can we not? Oh, we can. We just have to wait. Do I really want to be patient? And I do want these guys too. He looks interesting. I probably should grab these when I get the chance. Whenever that is, really. Gamma for a fancy rodeo. We will see more about Ryoshu, and I'll leave it at that. Feels like an epilogue to this canto. Well, that's good. That's good that we're actually getting like some more things on it. Okay. Let's
평소와 같은 일과였습니다.
let's grab some of these. Ooh, there we go. There's the levels.
볼거리가 적어진 점은 익명의
Okay.
시청자들에게 다소한.
Okay, thanks, Marcel. Right. That's great. We'll have to do a mirror dungeon sometime as well. Again, I would continue streaming if I didn't have like such an early class tomorrow. But please, I will make the second stream for it upcoming, so that way you guys can click the notification, so that way you guys are reminded when the stream starts. Please go ahead and do that, because I would love to see you there for the next stream. And yeah, I think that's really all I have for today. I really need to get to bed. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't already, please make sure to like and subscribe, so I will see you again, and we will see you in the second part of the stream that I will do tomorrow. Until next time, filthy casuals, goodbye.